limits, no bounds, he rewrites the play. Changing the rules, he paves his way. From the screen to the hearts of all, Vizla's name echoes like a rallying call. Vizla's fire can't be tamed. Champion of the pixels framed. Changing the scene one match at a time. India's hero on the gaming climb. He picks controller, the world stands still. In every game he bends the will. From battlefields to pixel planes, Vizla gaming breaks the chains. Arcades roar his name aloud. A gamer rising above the crowd. Not one game defines his reign. He's the storm in every domain. Vizla's fire can't be tamed. Champion of the pixels framed. Changing the scene one match at a time. India's hero on the gaming climb. Fingers dance on keys so fast. Victory's a shadow he's long surpassed. Strategy sharp, reflexes divine. In every genre, he draws the line. No limits, no bounds, he rewrites the play. Changing the rules, he paves his way. From the screen to the hearts of all, Vizla's name echoes like a rallying call. Vizla's fire can't be tamed. Champion of the pixels framed. Changing the scene one match at a time. India's hero on the gaming climb. He picks controller, the world stands still. In every game he bends the will. From battlefields to pixel planes, Vizla gaming breaks the chains. Arcades roar his name aloud. A gamer rising above the crowd. Not one game defines his reign. He's the storm in every domain. Vizla's fire can't be tamed.
यो पीपल यो एक सेकेंड मेरी आवाज आ रही है ना माइक चेक यप माइक्स वर्किंग हेलो नेक्सस ब्रो वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम And let's
Fights
begin.
looking like the most likely
मैच ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट
turn
हो
of
चुका
call.
है.
Exros needs another and it's his fourth kill of the round already. Looking for that last player. He reads it perfectly.
भाई क्या टाइम पे स्टार्ट किया हमने.
Does Exros make every move exactly as he needs it? And an ace already in our semi-final.
भाई एस पे खोला. हाँ रही है.
We
Perfect.
wanted to see that comp on the other side. We wanted to see Nongshim playing the Phoenix so X-Ross could have a chance to shine, but my god,
Oh.
it doesn't seem to matter
He's insane.
what he's playing. Look at
Damn.
that, the read
क्या
couldn't be
मारा
better.
है भाई बंदे ने.
React. He's just made
Crazy.
one of the most insane plays of the tournament, and he doesn't even react. My god.
Sensational for Nongshim. That's the lead secured. And proof that it's not just Francis here today. Danby will not be deterred. He is
Okay, perfect next is. Oh.
He is pressuring, and he's tearing them apart. The big swing finally shut down by Bang.
भाई भाई
He's
भाई
been
भाई
the one
भाई
to catch
भाई.
him a couple of times. The reason that Danby has fallen, but a 1 versus 3, the damage surely already done.
Question of the TP.
बाल सही कर लूँ. इस तरह के लोग आना स्टार्ट करें.
Ivy low. RB in an isolated fight, but he is normally the safer pair of hands.
इन्वर्ट होना
Forcing
चाहिए
him
था
into
वैसे कैमरा.
Francis again. An
वो इन्वर्ट करके
opportunity for
देखो
a
क्या.
1v1. No group up just yet. Bang's done well. Looks to try and maybe bait the idea that he's going back towards
Perfect.
the B site.
यही चाहिए था मेरे को.
This is where you'd kind of expect the remaining players to try and group up, especially
चलो
with how low
अब यहाँ
Ivy
पर
is.
चल रहा है.
The possibility of a clutch is
100 Thieves versus Nongshim Red Force.
RP's in a pretty solid position, but again, they're somewhat.
आपकी साउंड कम आ रही है. गेम की साउंड ज्यादा आ रही है.
Bang's looking for him. Okay. RB hits the shot, but that's a big
अब कैसे बताओ.
Nongshim to split up in a moment like that to give him a chance.
What about the rest of the round?
Well,
this is the third round in a row. The Danby has pushed the same angle.
And keep in mind, it started with him being shot through the smoke. Bang got a double to shut down the round.
भाई.
The last round he ran out, immediately died as well.
ठीक है. एकदम मस्त. मक्खन.
And that's what he's been running. And it is just that confidence. That's the problem. You know, for this squad, I actually don't know what it takes for Danby to go, ooh, I need to tighten up here. I need to play.
Maybe it was 3 in a row. We'll never know. We'll never know now.
I'm not so sure.
This is a tough one as well when you're the coaching staff, of course. NBS, Doom Bros, checking in with their players.
अभी तो वैसे भी दोपहर है तो शायद लोग कम ही आएंगे, बट चलो देखते हैं. बहुत लोग वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हैं ना.
Players are going to be very clear of what Nongshim are doing. They're running it down. They're sprinting down mid, trying to fight.
And मैं रेगुलर आ नहीं रहा.
Stun, putting in utility to try and make those fights.
तो इससे पहले कि लोगों को पता चलने में थोड़ा टाइम तो लगेगा.
In those moments. And although we have seen 100 Thieves already correct,
YouTube भी कितनी ही notifications भेज देगा, right?
We've been able to stop that. We've been able to deny Danby and then get aced by Exros.
मॉनिटर तो बहुत तगड़ा है भाई लेनोवो का.
As a coach, and go, well, yeah, you guys know what's happening. You know.
क्या मॉनिटर है?
It's just they haven't been able to find a solution to it, or at least a consistent one.
5-3 ऑलरेडी हो गया यहाँ पर. Nongshim 5, 100 Thieves 3.
For 100 Thieves, cracking the code is going to be tough on this one.
साइफर के यहाँ पर ट्रैप्स लग गए हैं. अब ये देखना है किस तरफ से आएंगे लोग. साइफर अकेले साइड होल्ड कर रहा है. ब्रीच वहाँ पे मिड पे वेट कर रहा है. जिस तरफ से कॉल आएगा उस तरफ जाएगा. एंड ये लोग मोस्टली मिड के अंदर से घुसने वाले हैं. तो ब्रीच को एक तरीके से पता चल गया है मिड की तरफ जा रहा है ब्रीच.
And he then holds the angle.
और साइफर, ओह नाइस कैमरा.
They're going to play much more passive in that early fight and the space they're containing.
अरे देखो कौन आ गया. भाई बिजी इंसान कैसे हो. अरे विक्सिन वेलकम टू द लाइव स्ट्रीम. हम बढ़िया हैं. आप बताओ आप कैसे हो.
Three players towards top mid, one of them being breach as well with a full mid to play off of.
Nice.
As well taking one through the walls, certainly not going to help things out. A
paranoia भी गया वहाँ पे. उसको भी उड़ा दिया गया सोवा को.
The spikes now down in the open. Even when they don't push.
अब उनका डुअलिस्ट और एक कंट्रोलर बचा हुआ है.
Okay. Bringing us back to a 2v2, and from what seemed to be a secured round for Nongshim moments ago, there's now a battle on our hands.
भाई क्रायो, वो भी उसके हाथ में शेरिफ है.
Right on the edge, waiting patiently
here. Bang's won that fight as well. It's left to Dambi, and it's a thrifty round that comes through.
Cryo.
Timotino managed to make that one work. As you said, with the first couple of picks, I thought this was going to be a nigh on simple round for the side of Nongshim, but there was a recovery.
Well, I think it was a simple round. They had tempered aggression to start with. It worked well with a trap setup on top mid. They pounced on the back of it. This is something we saw from them yesterday. Their defensive sides were really annoying to play against because they were constantly setting up these little traps across the map. They do that here with the early aggression from Dambi. And then in the 5v3 they keep pushing. And that's the problem. Overheating.
मैं तो अभी सनफ्लावर कुक कैसे करना है वो देखी वाइटी शॉर्ट्स पे, और अभी आपके स्ट्रीम पे एलियन ट्राइंग टू स्टील बिंगो वाला एड, सो आई एम फाइन अगेन.
Given 100 Thieves a fourth round, a chance to still compete for this half.
Ults galore.
नहीं सही है, बिंगो आता भी है, एलियंस को पसंद भी है. ओमन के पास उसकी अल्ट है, ठीक है, अगर ध्यान से देखो ओमन के पास अल्ट है, सभी के पास अल्ट है भाई, और इनके पास भी अच्छी खासी. यहाँ पर सिर्फ 3 लोगों के पास है, ओमन के पास, फिनिक्स के पास और नियॉन के पास. फिनिक्स की अल्ट विल बी वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट अल्ट जो यहाँ पर यूज करी जाएगी.
Even just with the fact that RB can quickly rotate to the other side of the map, or that they have ults that will deny.
उफ क्या लग रही है ये स्किन.
And that's where I feel like 100 Thieves have to be a little bit more careful in this round based on time. You go in too late in the round, you get hit by one of those ults.
यहाँ सही आ रही है ना वैसे विक्सिन.
But also you got to be careful for everything else that Nongshim have been doing, which are those trap plays. They've been doing it throughout the tournament on their.
जैसे ये लोग रोटेट कर रहे हैं, दिस टाइम दे आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स ए. उनको पता नहीं है कि ए पे उनका कौन वेट कर रहा है, बहुत डेडली हो सकता है उनके लिए.
Look to head in towards this A side or B side, sorry.
एंड देयर वी गो, वहां पर केजेस आ चुके हैं एंड इंस्टेंटली जैसे ही वहां पर ब्लाइंड दिखा गया, नियॉन यहां पर रश मारने की कोशिश. नियॉन वर्सेस नियॉन, यहां पर नियॉन, ओहो डाम्बी भाई. बट कायरो और वोरा वहां पर फिनिश लेते हुए, 2 बंदों को यहां पर फिनिश ले लिया है उन्होंने. 2v3 है यहां पर. ब्रीच पूरा गेम चेंज कर सकता है विद वन प्रॉपर अल्ट. 1v4 सेव करेगा.
Unbowed in the end as 100 Thieves find themselves the site. It looked like they were up against it. Even with the man advantage, the rolling thunder, the fly through from Dambi.
WSP bro, how to transform, welcome to the stream. WSP as in? अच्छा what's up? Valorant की EWC का सेमीफाइनल्स की वॉच पार्टी चल रही है bro.
Fantastic stuff from individually, but also just as a unit. They're able to soak up that pressure, not panic when it gets down into those last few seconds. Obviously, the plant was the main goal, trying to deny it on the Nongshim side. You even see the aftershock sent through, but it's the clear of Francis that makes sure that there's no real danger towards the end. And the fact that Vora is also hitting one of those shots while stunned.
Okay, अरे मैं SVG हूँ. Oh, SVG, welcome to the stream भाई. कैसा है?
Yeah, I mean, Vora did a phenomenal job. The pressure he was putting.
Crazy 5-5 हो गया भाई, दोनों ही टीम बहुत तगड़ा खेल रही है. मेरा अकाउंट वाइटी ने रिमूव कर दिया, क्यों? क्या किया था तुमने ऐसा? अगर एक अकाउंट रिमूव किया है ना उन्होंने, तो वो बार बार करते रहेंगे. तुम्हारे जितने भी अकाउंट तुम्हारे उस डिवाइस से खोले जाएंगे, तो उस अकाउंट को रिकवर करने की कोशिश कर लो, कहीं तुमको यूट्यूब से बैन ना दे दे.
Find themselves with still a chance to take the lead by the time this closes. We talked about Nongshim's traps though. It's been a huge problem for teams before that.
ओ ब्रीच का अल्टी यहाँ पर बहुत सही काम पे, वो फ्लैश काम आया, नॉट अल्ट सॉरी. एंड नियॉन ने यहाँ पर फिर भी एक किल निकाल लिया है. एंड वहां पे साइफर अकेला अकेला घुसने की कोशिश कर रहा है. ही इज गोना मिसलीड. साइड चेक, बट वो लोग रोटेट कर रहे हैं, दे आर रोटेटिंग बैक, क्योंकि उन्होंने वहां पर एक फिनिश निकाल दिया उस साइड के ऊपर. बट उनको ये नहीं पता कि जब तक वो लोग पहुंचेंगे बाकी लोग पूरा रोटेट करके आ गए होंगे. मिड से जाने की कोशिश हो रही है. ओह नाइस वन. भाई क्या कमबैक हो रहा है इस टीम का. कॉन्स्टेंटली ये लोग जिस हिसाब से इनको यहाँ पर मार रहे हैं ना. अब ओह नाइस नाइस नाइस. 2v3 हो चुका है. ओह नाइस वन. बैक टू 2v2. सो अपनी अल्ट यूज करेगा मोस्टली स्पाइक को स्पेस करने के लिए.
I think that might now be the plan. You can see Vora falling back into a more passive position to maybe make that ultimate a little bit more viable.
Send 6.
Yeah, out goes the drone.
ये भी आ गया इधर.
Will be popped. You can save it for time at this stage though. That clock has run way too far down. Reveal going through.
क्या बट वाईटी पार्टनर का लिंक दिया बट अकाउंट को वापस नहीं दिया.
The defuse no longer underway. The issues seemingly gone as time will decide this fight.
नाइस मैंने मिस कर दिया मैं चैट पढ़ रहा था क्या सोवा ने अपनी अल्ट यूज करी थी या नहीं करी थी आई जस्ट मिस्ड दैट
It's a costly round, but it's one where ultimately I don't
यार
think
मेरे को लगता है ना मेरे को एसी बंद करना पड़ेगा
deep
रुको
side you get through towards the end of the half, and economically they should be absolutely fine to get back into the next one. Again,
एंड आई होप आई एम विजिबल सही से
round, but they've at least, after what was I think 5 of 6 rounds in a row, managed to stabilize, managed to hold on.
क्या बट वाइटी पार्टनर का लिंक क्या होता है भाई
And at minimum they're going in even at the half.
It's a damn side better than it looked like it was going to
तुम्हारा मस्त है यार एसी में हो बैठे
be.
भाई अब
Now a chance
ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं पड़ती यहाँ पे बैंगलोर में एसी की बट हाँ
for 100 Thieves.
वेट कर रहे हैं वो सबके सब अभी भी डिसाइड कर रहे हैं मिड की तरफ ही ज्यादातर एक बंदा साइफर जा रहा है बी चेक करने नियॉन वहां पर ए के ऊपर एक नजर रखे हुए अगर कोई आगे आता है तो जस्ट इन केस
Try to get Danby into position.
3 बंदे मिड पिक कर रहे
The
हैं
noise in middle.
3 बंदे वहां मिड पे वेट कर रहे हैं
Is patient for now, but that time was soon to come that he would go pushing forward. Look at 100 Thieves though. They immediately fall back using even the Phoenix Blaze
Wow.
wall just to isolate off that angle, make it harder for Danby to push through. To
अच्छा fall back किया उन्होंने
aggression. And that's what
YouTube
they're doing.
creators का
The
bro
entire first
oh
minute, they are waiting
I
for
have no
Nongshim
idea
to
oh
give them an advantage. And instead it's Nongshim.
भाई अच्छा निकाला उसने वो फिनिश वहां से उसने आवाज सुनी थी उसकी
And the smoke and
ना वी आर सीइंग एन एलियन
back towards the
एलियन
30 seconds left.
कौन एलियन मैं
be the point of contact. Nobody really watching in that direction for now. It seems like the defense
यार वो एलियन वाली बिंगोस वाली ऐड आ रही है क्या
Ivy looks to walk in, looks to hold the ground.
ओह
It's perfect though.
ये क्या हुआ क्या पैरानोया भी आया साइफर को भी वहां पर दिया एक तरीके से
Just Arsena does the same.
Spike
It
planted.
leaves them again with a big advantage, and they're waiting for these pushes.
वैसे व्हाट्सएप पर अवेलेबल कब हो
From the side of Nongshim.
मोस्टली स्ट्रीम के बाद
They're getting punished time and time again. And unless Xros has another miracle round, it looks like a 7-5.
एक्सरॉस भाई फेड उसको कुछ करना पड़ेगा
100 Thieves figured them out.
क्या वो कुछ कर पाएगा
They did indeed crack the code. The vault is wide open as Nongshim's aggression punished.
ओह
That's beautiful.
Nice one.
From Xros. Good prediction.
नाइस वन उसको लगा ही था वो समझ गया था कि वहां से कोई ना कोई निकलेगा ब्रो
Sixth round seems to be on the board, but we finished the half 7-5 with 100 Thieves.
ओके मेरे को कुछ बात पूछना है कम बैक करना है ठीक है ब्रो डेफिनेटली मेरे को डीएम कर सकते हैं आप व्हेन लाइक आप मेरे को डीएम करके छोड़ दो ना जैसे स्ट्रीम खत्म होगी आई विल ड्रॉप अ रिप्लाई
But you have to bear in mind as well that this feels like a punish pick for the side of Nongshim.
हाँ, आप
This is them going, okay, you're not going to ban a map that you've been banning throughout the whole
यार
time. We're gonna
ऐसा क्या कर दिया मैंने
And I'll be honest with you so far, sure.
बाल अजीब से लग रहे हैं क्या मेरे
Where I was looking at that and going, this is worrying for 100 Thieves. And then they recover. They take that pause, they soak up pressure, and they manage to double back into it. That was a good recovery from them.
अभी कौन से गेम पर वर्क कर रहे हो मैं अभी मेरे अंडर में है रमी ट्विस्ट गन गॉड 5v5 एंड स्कारफॉल का भी स्टार्ट करने वाले ओह वाह टीम वाइटैलिटी का बंदा है
Yesterday you were on stage, today you're with me. I'm sorry, it's a pleasure to be with you, of course. I wanted to know because you
अभी फर्स्ट हाफ वो होगा ना कैमरा पास में लो अरे मैं बार बार अपना चेंज करता रहता हूँ ना एक सेकंड को कहाँ गया ओबीएस मिनिमाइज हो गया कैमरा पास में तो कैसे ही लूँ ब्रो मेरे को रुको ऐसे सही है ज्यादा बड़ा नहीं हो गया रुको रुको इतना बड़ा एलियन भी ना देखना तुम लोगों को
Fair enough. Dambi and Ivy, du coup, première question, vous avez affronté donc Jim hier, c'était compliqué. J'imagine que
ये बंदी वापस
etc. Pourquoi est-ce qu'ils sont forts selon toi? Énormément de decision making collectif, ils trouvent les solutions ensemble, ils sont impressionnants, toujours même en milieu de round. Et pour moi, le meilleur joueur actuellement de Nongshim, c'est Ivy. And last but not least, even though the result, didn't go your way, etc. What do you want to be taking back, to Berlin from this weekend in Paris? I mean, this entire week in Paris, and also EWC.
I think we've been enjoying a bit of the weather, and the sun's been nice to actually be in Paris and be somewhere else. But I think ultimately the biggest thing is just getting to see the fans.
वैसे EWC का stream
to actually support.
as in
Unfortunately not today. But yeah, being able to actually share a little bit more.
आपके stream पे alien वाला ad, so you are connected to them. Another theory. ये theory बाकी सब ज़्यादा लोगों को मत बताना, ठीक है? मैं नहीं चाहता सबको सच्चाई पता चले.
Vous rencontrer évidemment toute cette semaine. Merci à tous pour votre support and let's see if Nongshim can.
EWC का co-streamer हूँ ना मैं. Esports World Cup का इसलिए.
What does it take to beat Nongshim? Well, that's not a question that Pal can answer, but it looks like 100 Thieves may have come in with that question pre-filled. They played a blinder in that first, especially the second quarter. They come in with a complete awareness of what Nongshim want to do. They're ready for every piece of aggression. They seem to have protocols to deal with it, especially around in that late stage for Danby. He was not having even close to the
अब तो
success
पैसा है,
we saw
पैसा
yesterday, where at times
कहाँ से पैसा?
if he was even mortal.
ओके उसने कैमरा देख लिया. कैमरा हैज बीन फिगर्ड आउट. अब साइफर के ऊपर साइफर को पता है ही हैज अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रबल. ओ नाइस नाइस. दैट केज वाज वेरी हेल्पफुल. वहां पर उन्होंने भी एक रिवर्स केज किया है. ओमेन ऑन साइट आ जाएगा. ओमेन एक टीपी मार के ऑन साइट आ जाएगा. नाइस वन मोरा. ओह 100 thieves going at it.
Brilliant round, a clean round.
Beats bro, welcome to the stream. Hello Beats by me, welcome to the stream. अरे कैसे पता चला आपको? हमको नहीं पता चला, आपको कैसे पता चला?
On that side of the stage, as you said.
ओ भिजरा क्या हालचाल? ओ Beats by me ऊपर चैट मिस हो गई. अरे यार my bad, so sorry. Welcome to the stream Beats by me. Sorry, मैच के अंदर घुसा हुआ था मैं, completely occupied था जिसकी वजह से I missed that.
On top after a solid first half, a resurgence as well.
एक second.
The wind fully in their sails at 8-5.
Yeah, saving a map for the semi-finals.
Oh, that's a Spectre.
Is crazy. But yeah, a solo
Spectre with
no shield,
no
Spectre.
shields. Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna.
Oh, हम भेज सकते हैं.
I think he might have bought that as the
Energy के मैच में I send out 5 free memberships today.
We'll have to ask.
कोई बात नहीं भाई.
It's not gone well.
साई भाई क्रायो क्या कर रहा है? मैं विदाउट चश्मा देख लेती हूँ. है.
As only Ivy stands Cryo there with 4 to his name. A big round individually, maybe not
भाई यार
you want
खतरनाक किया उसने ये चीज.
I don't think they're going to
अच्छा
I don't think that they're going to be very
रुको गाइस, मेरे को एक छोटा सा काम है, ठीक है? एवरीवन प्लीज स्टे ऑन द स्ट्रीम. मैं अभी आया 5 मिनट के अंदर. अगर जाओ भी तो 5 मिनट के अंदर वापस आ जाना, ठीक है? तब तक यहाँ पर ये चल रहा है. मैं जस्ट अभी वापस आया.
He's just going to be the util boy for this round. You sit back, put in the stuns, as long as he can afford his
It's
aftershock.
just so unlucky. He's like, oh, I bought this probably by accident, but I'll see what I can do with it. Just immediately blind fired at, caught in the crossfire. Now for 100 Thieves, set up close on A main. This is nasty. Timotino's going to be spotted, but there's a flash prime from right behind him. No, there's not. As soon as ran away. Timotino's dead. He's being sold to the Wolves, and they're eating good. With Asuna, good work to at least find the one, but much more needed. As players drop like fries, it will... Fries? Well, fries
put him in the bag, bro. Put him in the bag.
Fries drop into the deep fat fryer. It's all good.
Sure, why not?
Cryo's in 1v3. They know where he is. They're all now grouping up on this angle as well. Well, I actually no. I guess they're not. X-Rush just walked across with his knife out, so they're not certain.
Another one way. Gonna make it awkward, and Cryo's been good, but that one was a bridge too far. The stinger that was on Francis didn't play too much of a part in the end, and you can see the sheer pace that this attack side of Nongshim will look to try and bring through into some of these rounds. This is where things should get a little bit more interesting, though. The rifles on the board for both sides. The first full investment. The only ultimate online, the neural theft, which, okay, if Nongshim tried to pull off a ruse, might affect the round, but by the looks of it, they're gambling on this A side once again.
Certainly looks to be. Timotino's happy about that at least. But the first pick, Paranoia landed on a couple. They're forced back, and that staggers the fight.
One enemy remaining.
Leaves Bang and Asuna. Some easy duels and double digits seemingly on the board for 100 Thieves. This was a big round for Nongshim. The rifle for Ivy, left on the other side of the map, and I think now they're going to start to get an idea of what 100 Thieves are looking for early on. Like, it's been a lot of presence on that A side. A lot of utility swinging out, not just from Timotino, but it's the fact that as soon as there, you have the Phoenix flashes, you had the paranoia from Bang coming deep.
Okay. That was nice and clean.
I like the reposition, but I think he stepped a little bit too much. I'm almost certain Vora heard him, and there's a ping on the map right here. Yeah, he's got those pieces of info connected. Double digits locked in for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, it looks like they're fairly in control of this at this point. Those explosive moments of those 5 rounds in the middle of the pack. It seemed like it could be the same steamroller that we saw yesterday. And then 100 Thieves have learned to soak up that pressure. They had responses to that same side A aggression that they failed to hold in the last round in their bonus. And already we're going to see the pause out of Nongshim. Now they are a team that are quite happy, if the moment feels right, to invest even 2 pauses back to back in a row if they feel that they are necessary. But it looks like we're going to have them talk things over in this circumstance to see if they can find a solution, and quick as well, because you coming up with that punish, sure, I don't think that I sit there and look at Lotus and feel like it's a dominant in either side. In fact, both teams have beaten an EMEA team in overtime. Those are the victories they've had throughout this tournament so far on Lotus. But even still, when you go into Sunset, a map your opponent hasn't played, and they look this comfortable, it does seem like 100 Thieves are coming today with a game plan.
I will look at Nongshim as well, though, and my genuine wonder is, have they tripped themselves up? They're still playing the game the way that they want to with that late round aggression. Think of the defense, the round that we said they should have pushed up to 6 on, and even more perhaps. They end up in a 5v3 off of playing the comp the right way, but in the late round, with the advantage, they go back to their scrappy style. They look for the fights, they push too much. And the comp isn't really allowing them to do that. It's a burst of aggression, it's a trap play, and a reset. Nongshim skipped the resets, and now they've been put miles behind. A chance to fight back here. Rifles in hand for a majority. But Danby down already.
Yeah, they've managed to at least deal with the ult. And then Ivy's hit the shot to Timotino. That's going to level the playing field. Shot dart into the back of side will do damage, but the kills are going one way and one way alone. In fact, they're all going the way of Nongshim. A back and forth on this A side of the map, but some very low players. RB, one of them, 2 HP. Flash, he's going to re-peek on 2 health. That's almost too easy. Weapon now retrieved, but Francis holding in the corner might just have done enough. It comes down to 1. Cryo has been the best player so far, but that time has been ticking for quite a while. And his opponent in Ivy is just waiting for him to try and make his move. He'll get it to half a leaf, maybe even try and stick it a little.
And I am back.
The shot the last second. Has he got the diffuser?
I'm back. Ooh! Ooh!
It's gonna close out a round for 100 Thieves.
ओके भाई गाइस, मैं जिम जा रहा हूँ. ठीक है, ये भाई तो जिम चले गए. अरे गाइस, इनकी वाईफाई है. मेरी कुटाई पक्की. ये सब गॉड लेवल प्लेयर है. अरे थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द मैंगो लस्सी. Welcome back to your own stream. Thank you. नहीं, स्मार्ट तो आप हैं जी, कोई डाउट नहीं इसमें. बहुत ज्यादा ही स्मार्ट है. ओए. क्या था ये?
A 1v2 with Bang still in their way. It is his round and his.
भाई क्या था ये? क्या था ये? Oh my God!
Shame with the way he managed to disappear from vision and then reappear in a spot that nobody expected. Not one player was ready for Bang in that corner. And no surprise, I think we're going to be seeing another pause. Just look, they're swapping guns, and it's the half check from Francis. That moment
Yo, Vansh, welcome back to the
in the
stream.
back of his head for quite some time. He looks to check if somebody's there, but it's a half check.
भाई क्या किया उस ओमेन ने, पूरा राउंड पलट दिया भाई.
Re-aggression coming out, and why would he still be there? And then just further reinforcement. You hear that TP and you think anyone who was even cautious of him being around there, he's leaving. He's running away.
Yeah.
He's fleeing. Let's get around that corner and catch him. Losing sight. And small
Esports players are cute.
and 100 Thieves use it.
Depends ना कौन से कंट्री के हैं.
Wide open for Nongshim. They are so far behind now. This is a squad that
नॉन्गशिम को अब कमबैक की जरूरत है इस मैप में.
needed a point with a chance.
Another minimalistic yet fantastic jersey. Yes.
Halftime, and from there,
Simp दीदी.
Thieves have emptied the vault. They've taken them for everything they're worth with Nongshim. Almost guaranteed to need a reverse sweep for the grand final spot.
Yeah, back to back clutch rounds.
Bring them down.
Okay, okay.
Need to find
ये वाला राउंड अगर 100 टीम जीत गए तो दिस विल बी द एंड ऑफ दिस मैप. कमबैक की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है एनएस को, बट विल दे बी एबल टू? एनएस इज करंटली ऑन द अटैक व्हाइल 100 टीम्स अभी डिफेंड कर रहा है, एंड उनको फुल कॉशियस रहना पड़ेगा इस मैच में. इस मैच में अगर उन्होंने थोड़ा सा भी ऊपर नीचे किया, गड़बड़ करी, तो
one round and wow, blink and you miss it. Timotino's already got the first that could be putting map 1 on the board for 100 Thieves.
एनएस का एक प्लेयर गया.
Sending this to the A side. Only one man stands there, but it is the demon from their darkest dreams, their nightmares in the previous bang. In the corner, put 100 Thieves up to 12.
बहुत ट्राई कर रहे हैं ये लोग अब, मतलब एक दो तीन, जब मतलब उनके पास है एक एडवांटेज, इन लोग के पास नहीं है. ओ बच गया, वो बच गया. 10 एचपी बचा है वो, 10 एचपी.
On this A side is now 3, is now 4. In fact, 100 Thieves have wrapped in heavy, and it seems like Nongshim are going to take advantage of that. The spike's going the other way.
पिटाई होएगी. किस बात पे? ओह चलो 4v4 हुआ, बट अभी भी इट्स एक तरीके से 3v4 है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर फ्रांसिस की एचपी बहुत ज्यादा कम है. ब्रीच को यहाँ पर ओह अल्ट मार दिया है.
That back moment of the site.
10 seconds.
Shot dart in. Plant will be coming through with 7 seconds to spare.
गंदा मारने वाला है वहां पर साइपर.
Being everything, but it needs to get a move on. In fact, I think he knows it. Starts running it down behind. Tries to face, but it's Vora again, leaving RB is all that remains.
भाई वोरा वहां पे निकल के, भाई वोरा 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 और क्रायो क्या कर रहे हैं? What the hell? जीत गए ये लोग पहला मैप.
Performance from 100 Thieves, starting out behind and then running away with the game. For Nongshim, coming in today after dishing out an incredible defeat to Vitality. You thought
भाई 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 ऐसे कैसे कर दी इन्होंने?
as the biggest challenge 100 Thieves have ever faced, and yet we have seen them prepared for every trick.
नेक्स्ट सर्वर पे उधर एक रोल है स्पेशली फॉर मी. सोचो क्या होगा वो. गुंडी.
And it seems like there's danger for Korea's number 1.
Thank you very much, Mitch and Tom. Map number 1, 6-6 at half. So close, but then it's just right.
मैप नंबर 1 खत्म. मैप नंबर 2 होने में थोड़ा सा टाइम है. आंटी जी यार, मैं ना सहता, मैं ना सहता.
Letting that map be permabanned the whole time that they've been playing here in EWC, as well as when the map was first introduced. 13-6, that's not a scoreline I would have expected though. Kind of insane to see how 100 Thieves played on this map.
Yeah, I mean, gotta be disappointed.
देखने दिन का क्या क्या. एपेक्स लेजेंड्स का ग्रैंड फाइनल आज है, फेटल फ्यूरी का फाइनल डे है आज, वैलोरेंट चल रहा है, डोटा चल रहा है, और कुछ है नहीं. मतलब अभी स्ट्रीम पे स्विच करने के लिए अभी यही है.
Joining us is Vitality head coach Pal, as Mitch gave that toss without knowing.
Auntie G.
That's messed up, Mitch.
It's obvious, I guess. आपके दिमाग में ये गुंडी क्यों आया? क्योंकि धमकी दी थी पिटाई करने की। वंश बोलता है ऑलरेडी गेस्ट इट है
The biggest thing is just 100 Thieves, obviously, as you were
सही
saying,
में
they've left it open in this series for a reason. They were ready for that pick. They kind of expected Nongshim to go, yep, there's a gap, there's an opportunity we can make the most of, and they've prepped really, really well. I think that's the clear.
क्या करूं यहाँ पर थोड़ा रुक जाओ मेंबरशिप्स देख ही लेता हूँ। शाम को पता नहीं मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ नहीं कर रहा हूँ। वैसे शाम का मतलब इसके ये बेस्ट ऑफ 3 इसके बाद एक और बेस्ट ऑफ 3 6 मैचेस टोटल हर मैच आधा आधा घंटे का भी करे तो 3 घंटे तो पकड़ लो। आधे घंटे से ज्यादा का ही होता है वैसे। एक मैप कंप्लीट हुआ ऑलमोस्ट 30 मिनट्स में।
They've been running this kind of strat on the map since 2024. It's all about enabling Dambi, but then you see it more when we move across to that second half, especially. It stops working, it slows down, and the counters start to appear from 100 Thieves.
And that's the problem with Breach as a whole. When he's in any comp, is he starts to get kind of red really easily. And I feel like for Nongshim, they tried. That round was the only kind of wild card that they threw out there, but everything else was red by 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why we saw Cryo top the charts there for 100 Thieves, being that defensive cipher and just slowing down the very telegraphed plays. That feels like it compositionally we kind of separated yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Beats by me को चली गई।
Playing into their style ultimately. That's the biggest strength. That's the thing that makes Nongshim so brilliant and has got them this far. So we can say it's stunting them, it's restricting them, it's maybe putting a ceiling on what they can do, but also what they've already got planned out is something.
लगाओ who are they? भाई 4,500 लोग हैं उनमें से कोई है ये। और सैनी 45 IT तो आता है अपनी इस पे एचओके की स्ट्रीम्स पे मोस्टली। बीट्स बाय मी तो अभी इधर ही था। नहीं अड़ोस पड़ोस के लोगों को ही मिलनी चाहिए हम तो क्या। अबे थैंक यू फॉर द 20 रुपीज सुपर चैट वंश यो। इस महीने की पहली सुपर चैट।
It's kind of crazy too because we usually see this kind of performance from Cryo on something like a chamber. On a cipher though,
थैंक यू भाई। इस महीने की पहली सुपर चैट के लिए खाता खोलने के लिए बहुत शुक्रिया। फाइनली अब खाता खुल चुका है तो शायद और भी आना चालू हो।
It's interesting.
और 5 भी भेज ही देता हूँ क्या?
So it's obviously a map they're clearly not too comfortable with.
देखो आमी भी।
It was one that was we were looking at to target as well. So I think again 100 Thieves.
तो 5 और भी भेज ही देते हैं। बाद में मैं भूल जाता हूँ। लास्ट में तो मैंने 5 भेजी नहीं थी।
Here's something we obviously back ourselves on that they look a little bit questionable with. We're going to go for it. Does that then mean that we end up seeing a similar surprising result on this map? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very possible. For Nongshim, we've seen it once here at EWC against Japan.
4 को गई 5वां कौन था?
Big overtime, but they got the job done. So it's definitely not a map where they're incredibly comfortable.
5वां कौन था भाई?
The bigger, more open maps, I do think they tend to struggle if they can't do the, breeze. They like the slammer.
So normal stream anytime soon. देखते हैं। सैटरडे संडे का थोड़ा फ्री टाइम मिलता है। लेट्स सी कर सकते हैं। We'll see.
Let's forget the history, right? 100 Thieves, they've been good at this map.
यहाँ पे मेरे को चैट में 4 लोगों का नाम दिखाएगा। इस तुम लोग को दिखाएगा 5वें का नाम?
100 Thieves is winning this. Guys, there's no way. The macro, everything is looking so good.
That's an incredible setup for what's about to come. You would presume so.
Okay.
But you've never seen Nongshim run it down. I have.
Okay.
I was on the receiving end. It's not fun.
सोच रहा हूँ मैं।
You win a first against these guys and then it doesn't go to plan after that.
वाह वाइटी वालों तुम कभी बाहर मिलना सलमान भाई बनते देर नहीं लगी। सेटअप शिफ्ट कर लो भाई। सेटअप दिक्कत यही आ रही है ना। मेरा सेटअप का एक पीस भी ऐसे है जिनका वैल्यू 50,000 से ऊपर है और इंश्योरेंस अप टू 50,000 का होता है। तो इसलिए थोड़ा इतना कम कैसे हो गया एचओके का विन रेट? मेरा तो
and you don't necessarily understand exactly how to play against a certain team. Sometimes just that surprise factor can catch you off, either because the players go, okay, And this is now what it feels like. Or the other team has gone, yeah, they're going to pick this map every time. We're just going to spend all night preparing for it.
I think to add on to your point as well, I think the meta sort of enables that to be the case. In the double duelist, we see a lot more Phoenix. We see the snowball start to get online very early for a lot of these teams. So it doesn't matter. It's, let's say it's your map pick.
जैसी हरकतें वैसा विनर.
They win a bonus. They're in an advanced ult cycle here. It doesn't matter.
ऐसा क्या कर दिया बेचारे ने?
Strong about the macro if you're getting run over every round.
Athena, your region is up 1-0. Give us the copion on why they're going to close it out here in 2.
Listen, I just know that Valorant is a momentum-based game, and based off what we're seeing right now, Nongshim, they're not showing me that they have a lot under their sleeves. It feels a little bit more 100 Thieves-sided. That crazy clutch coming in from Cryo, he's on fire. He's one of those players you really want to see perform, and if he's performing,
मैं हारे जा रहा हूँ चक्कर में रोल चेंज कर लेना.
It's kind of GG.
Is it 2?
मेरे से भिड़ता रहता है और क्या?
A map 3.
Unfortunately, I think this is going to be a 2-0. As much as I'd love to see Nongshim go on and win the whole event, just for my sake more than anything else.
भिड़ता तो है. Agreed.
You guys are forgetting something really important.
Here we go.
Pacific will win. Pacific will always win. They come back reverse sweep time.
All right, before we get back with map number 2 of NRG versus BBL, before we get back with map 2 of this next matchup,
it's not over yet, Deacon.
Don't forget, season 2 of Level Up with the EWC documentary.
Sports shoe with formal suit, total chape. Fun.
Check that out whenever you can. Take a look at the trailer.
Oh yeah. नहीं यार. Simply.
Valorant has exploded into a global phenomenon.
Spike planted. 16
Me versus Vixen B. Brackets में Simply. अभी सेकंड मैच स्टार्ट होने ही वाला है भाई. ये ऐड वगैरह के टाइम पे ना साले बहुत रुको ऐड वगैरह के टाइम पे बहुत वो करते हैं. अच्छा नहीं मेरे को वैसे नॉर्मल ऐड तो आएगी नहीं ना और इन एड्स का मेरे पास फुल वो है राइट्स. हाँ चलने दो साउंड के साथ. Official camera and webcam for Esports World Cup. OBS bot.
I remember watching Pokimane and trying to get a drop, and I was like super excited to get it, and I was just grinding the game with my brother.
I started like really playing the game when I was like 14. Then by like 15, I realized that there is some potential here that could be done in this game.
I started winning some tournaments, like local lands, and
ये membership मुझे क्यों नहीं मिली?
Go far.
I think he brings a lot to the team. His communication, his flexibility on the duelist role.
YouTube को पता है ना आप अमीर आदमी हो.
At the same time, he's like very serious and hardworking.
So Sayonara was someone that was really well known to basically everybody in the scene. He was playing in the tier 2 leagues. He was looking fantastic statistically.
When I started playing, it was quite exciting. I was happy that I could be making a career out of the game.
There is no one that is able to bring all of those player skill sets along with the flexibility in his Asian pool and still be able to deliver at the same level he does when he's at his best.
I said my family, I'm gonna be pro player. And they said,
Sayonara the fuck bro, confused with his name.
I said, just trust
क्या हुआ?
And I trust myself too. And when I signed the contract, I proud myself too much.
He gives us energy, he gives us his aim, he gives us his brain. Like, everyone thinks he can only shoot, but he can do everything. Like, he can play every character, he can play every role. Like, he's a joker in our team.
It feels like people believe in me for a reason, because they know I'm good. So I take it as a compliment each time.
Team vitality का पूरा वो दिखा रहे हैं.
I am that guy and I can play as good as I can.
He's kind of like playing a lot, learning a lot, and kind of like trying to share it too.
He's not a player who wants absolutely to be micromanaged for coaches to be involved in everything. He's very confident in what he has, in the things that he's done previously.
But out तो हो गए. कितना ही confidence था.
Do everything we possibly can for him.
You're looking at all these rookies that are coming to tier 1, and they just look like the best players on the planet.
The young generation can take a bit more strategic approach to the game while still having fun and running around.
I'm so unbelievably excited to play on the biggest stage.
अरे वो अभी मतलब क्या बोलते हैं अच्छे खासे वेदर के अंदर गई हुई है ना पहाड़ों की तरफ जा रही धीरे धीरे. ये वाहा हा के साथ ये वाला इमोजी क्यों था?
The human body was built to move, not trapped at a desk in
सायोनारा का मतलब होता है जापानीज में बाय बाय.
It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you. Gamers, hybrid workers, artists. Backing your every move.
Oh, chaos. बाय बाय chaos बंडल. अरे ओफ, Valorant का मोन्टाज. कौन है ये एडिटर? डेविल हूं ना मैं. डेविल या डेविली? Let's go.
100 Thieves versus Nongshim Red Force, and it is 100 Thieves up 1.
नोंगशिम को ये मैच जीतने की जरूरत है, बट अगर ये लोग हार जाते हैं तो हम लोग जल्दी जल्दी नेक्स्ट मैच की तरफ जाएंगे.
Yeah, an incredibly dominant first map from them. Nongshim cannot get the ball rolling with their old school signature style. I want to see something new. I want to see something fresh. I want to see some passion.
वही एक बात है, मामा मासी का फर्क है. अरे डेविली बोल के कुछ होता ही नहीं.
And on the other side,
देखो मेरे को कॉल आया.
I'm looking to see them keep up their creativity, make sure they're keeping up that confidence as well in the server against Nongshim. These are no easy players to beat. They have proven records. Like you mentioned earlier, winning that first map doesn't mean everything. The return in the fight, taking that map pick away, is definitely a possibility here for Nongshim.
Yeah, talk to me about that, pal. What are you saying right now? You're in the dressing room of 100 Thieves. You've just had that big map win on your opponents. How are you preparing for the next when momentum is in your favor?
Whatever I didn't say yesterday. I think ultimately it's about just trying to reset. It's about just bringing yourselves back to a point of, okay, say what we need to put that map behind us. That's always our go-to ritual. Right, get everything out, do your little toilet breaks, have your snacks, and then just about getting yourselves back into an equal playing field.
Yeah.
Okay, you might be 1-0 up, you might be 1-0 down. Bring ourselves back to a point of, okay, now we have a new challenge. It's going to start with this pistol round. What is the strat for that? So a little bit of just making sure we hear the feedback from the players. They get stuff they get defense stuff, they get to celebrate stuff, and then you just reset from there, basically.
56% win rate so far this year for Nongshim. But they're going to have to come up big here on the pick 400 Thieves.
I think it's kind of crazy too because before coming into this match, Thieves actually had an 80% win rate on their pistols, winning 8 out of 10 of their pistols. I can't remember who won that first game because I was busy. But we're actually going to see the agent select.
100 Thieves got both in that one. Surprise, surprise. We do have the agent select coming in now for Nongshim. This looks like the old school patented comp. We saw them play this against Gentlemates, a Tofo T, but they got good shots. There's something glaringly missing for me in this composition.
हारते रहना मैटर करता है.
100 Thieves, they're playing it properly.
Neon, Rays, Omen,
Absolutely. I think looking at Timatino here,
Vice, Sky.
Make the most of the fact that he can put himself on that waylay, especially in this first half on the fence.
Goat is always a goat.
Positions where he's not having his line of sight denied. They're not.
But जब goat duck out हो जाए तो क्या फायदा?
And then they're able to shift that Omen across.
जब goat World Cup जीतना पाए तो क्या फायदा?
And at that point, it's just up to Nongshim to try and.
जब goat कोई अपने best उसका award ना जीत पाए तो क्या फायदा?
He's got to have to defend against that waylay, but there's so much verticality and burst there that it is able to bring that it makes his job very difficult. Ivy's been a fantastic player all tournament, but I will say it does look like the odds are stacked.
To goat, donkey भी ना.
100%. I think we're going to see a lot of the fighting from Dambi and Exros, absolutely, and ultimately it's that duo taking the fight. 200.
Goat के जगह sheep बोल दो ना.
You have waxed poetic about.
Donkey के साथ comparison कहाँ से आ गया goat का?
On Lotus is the thing.
Say your real thoughts.
How do you feel right now, given you're like, it's, they're playing it correctly. How do you really feel?
Valorant is a deeply strategic game. Everybody knows that.
Rubbish.
But it's a very deeply vibes-based game. It's also about who wants it more in the server. Viper or no Viper, maybe they have a disadvantage. But maybe I don't care. Maybe they don't care. I'm feeling good for Nongshim, baby. Let's go.
Viper or no Viper. I know two guys who always want it. They're on the cast right now. It is Tom and Mitch.
That's only from you, Deacon. Well, Tom, it's time to see how Map 2 plays out, considering Nongshim had such a good start to the previous, but then it really fell apart. It looked like 100 Thieves came in more than ready for what their opponents were trying to put out there. It was a compositional
अरे तू भी बोल दे वंश
previous. I feel like Nongshim came in with a
but ज़्यादा
really suit them and how they like to
ये क्यों खुल गया
those late rounds. A lot of risks being taken and sometimes
but
it was
लिमिट में वापस से रिप्लाई करियो एक दूसरे को पहले बता रहा हूँ मैं कहीं फिर से झगड़ा स्टार्ट करो
fade away a little bit as we move more towards comfort.
Yeah, I think Exor's being back on the
कॉल
team
पर
is
हूँ
going
मैं
to be that little bit
अच्छा
more exciting, although I am a
मेरे को
little
डिस्कॉर्ड
bit
ज्वाइन
sad
करना
that,
चाहिए रुको
you know, if things
कॉल
may
से याद
go
आया
as planned in this map, we might not get to see his Phoenix, because that's what I've been enjoying most throughout this tournament so far. But I do sit and look at this and go, okay, I don't think either team like necessarily blew me away in their victories. I think a very close win, and obviously that crazy comeback victory for Nongshim when they played against the mates, which they ended up losing that series as well. So it's whether or not that we can see that slightly better attack once we get there, which they massively struggled on, or if they are going to have a sort of...
Yep, I woke up and chose violence today.
Which I also felt like was more of a mates crumbling than them really having a stellar showing on this side of the map. The fact is, though, both teams are kind of in a similar position where...
वैसे वंश तूने नहीं स्टार्ट किया था सिंपी दीदी बोल के सिंपड़ी
So I feel like we're in a level playing field, just 100 Thieves. So far, their game plan has been far better.
Yeah, it definitely
all the 7 people who are currently watching, welcome to the stream guys. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. अगर आप यहाँ नए हो तो सब्सक्राइब कर दो वरना लाइक जरूर कर देना ओ ओ ओ ओ 100 Thieves यहाँ पर भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे क्या भाई उनको थोड़ा कुछ तो करने दो
man advantage for a moment. Looked like Timotino would continue this push. Is certainly getting curious around A main as they do the same on the other.
अगर मेरा फोन बजे ना मेरे को बता देना.
Rare to see that aggression on both sides of the map like that, but it has worked wonderfully for 100 Thieves.
We saw a lot of talk.
Oh,
Timotino's
come on, Francis.
On the stage in Paris, and he's looking to try and keep that going as much as humanly possible. It doesn't seem.
मन से लड़ने के लिए I'm always ready.
Just yet, but they do have to be a little bit careful. Francis has been a man to fear throughout this tournament. His start on the last map, even while.
But लड़ना भी तरीके से होता है. Just in case बता दूं सबको मैं.
Timotino's going to be running in. First goes his way, but Timotino is so fast with it. 3 kills on the Sheriff. Instant shots connected, and the youngster again off to a flying start.
लोल हमें कैसे पता चलेगा आपका फोन बजा आवाज सुनाई दे जाएगी ना ये ईयरफोन्स में नॉइज कैंसलेशन का वैसा है नहीं कुछ
the high low and medium makes it a nice easy firing squad to start this out, but then they go for the re-aggression out on C, win all of the duels, at least the important ones.
Yeah, and a third pistol.
Indeed, yeah. More so towards the second half, I think, of though, like.
आज तो साइड सफाई के मूड में हूँ मेरे को कितना साफ है रूम.
Bit of momentum instead. It was what 100 Thieves were able to do with that half-2 pistol. Completely shut Nongshim out. Remember, there was a point we were like, oh, it should be 6-2, and they finished 13-6.
1-0 फर्स्ट मैप यहाँ पर लोटस के बहुत अच्छे इंटेंस मैचेस जा रहे हैं वैसे. ओह नाइस भाई क्या टाइम पे वो ब्लाइंड उसने वो दिया है. ओह नियॉन सीधा अंदर घुस गया. ओह इको राउंड है ना यहाँ पर इस तरफ. या इको राउंड है उनका तो इसलिए उनका पूरा यहाँ पर ये फैंटम का फायदा उठाते हुए भाई रिकॉन का. ओ फैंटम नहीं है स्पेक्टर है ठीक है वो स्किन रिकॉन वाली थी. But that looks like a phantom.
Like what sort of plan 100 Thieves have? How is Ivy winning that fight from there? It seems ludicrous, but it's only going to be the one gun loss. But I also wonder if part of that is just how much we see this Nongshim side able to do with the pistols. Just go, let's just get Spectres, let's strafe run and just headshot them as we go, and make sure that this round is a comfortable conversion and gives us something to play with into the next round.
I do think that for Nongshim, this round is going to carry a lot of weight. Looking at how this started, 100 Thieves.
दी मेरी वाली फिर आपको साफ कर देगी. है बैकअप बुला रहा है वंश.
Those are the mistakes that typically teams we see pay somewhat of a price for, but it's confidence. And it's boots to Nongshim that makes me nervous as 100 Thieves trying to open this up coming out of Timotino. Ivy's going to be healed back up, but that outlaw now becomes deadly for him as well as the majority of this.
अभी आउटलॉ का एक शॉट भी अगर उसको लगा ना वो फिनिश्ड है. 140 की डैमेज देती है, शील्ड्स हैवी शील्ड उसकी डैमेज हो चुकी है, तो वो उसको खत्म कर सकते हैं। कैम चेक होनी भी चाहिए। बेचारी की है, मान नहीं रही, मेरी नहीं है, उसको भी तुम बना दे रही हो, क्या चल कर रहा। ओए मिस कर दिया भाई 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 भाई। वापस से रोटेशन चल रहा है उनका, वापस से रोटेशन चल रहा है।
Where they want, when they want. Now it seems like there was a different face being worn by this squad, one of respect, one perhaps of fear, as 100 Thieves have kept them back even with these weaker weapons.
Oh, nice!
Dragged over, Dambi goes down. But the C site should now be easier to take. That's the idea.
मेरी theories, मेरी मर्जी।
20 seconds left and still a Vice wall up.
भाई उसने क्या मारा, ओए वाइस का बहुत खतरनाक ब्लाइंड आते हुए यहाँ पर वॉल ब्लॉक, वहां पर ओमेन को वहां पर जरूर डेफिनेटली वो ले लेगा। भाई 100 Thieves आंसू में क्या कर रहे हैं।
And they drop the planter. Give it time. 6 seconds. Another maybe down. It leaves Francis. Sure, he'll put the spike on the floor, but he may be soon to join it. Timotino up over and in. 3-0 for.
अरे हाँ दी, मेरी मैं थियरी बताऊं एक। यस यस, गो अहेड, जल्दी जल्दी बताओ।
From the get-go, like leaving players low, but he was everywhere. We saw him take fights on the entirety of the map, starting out aggressively on A, moving his way through the middle of the map on B at one point, and then fighting back into the C side. Literally wherever Nongshim went, Timotino was waiting, and he's even there to close it out in the end. What a fantastic round from him individually. And as said, looking at the attack side last time out versus mates, there needed to be a bonus round. There needed to be a good start on the attack side for Nongshim, and it has not happened.
मुझको लग रहा है मेरे को एक कैम मिड में यहाँ कर पाता ना, नीचे तो अच्छा होता, बट फिर वो कैरेक्टर्स का वो थियरी से मैं बताती है। कहाँ लिखा है?
Like Lotus as well, one where if you decide to just, hey, let's run at that site, see what happens. Even against those low
दीदी तो डर गई, दीदी तो डर गई।
there, but they were so scared, and for good reason. 100 show that they've got claws, even in rounds like that. And now Nongshim are left with pistols.
Ui, ui,
no
ui.
want to count them out. They've already traded blows. A lot of damage done, but 100 Thieves are playing this super passive, sitting back, allowing them to have that early space, and when the utility's gone, they'll look for.
क्या पता डिस्कॉर्ड पर हो? हाँ मैं तो हूँ।
Waiting a chance at range to spray down multiple players.
मैं तो हूँ भाई।
Under that pressure. 4 kills in a matter of seconds, and while the aces are going to be handed over, Cryo doesn't want him to get all of the limelight.
फोन को चार्ज पे लगाना पड़ेगा।
Man that was important in this round. And that was very comfortable in the end.
All these fans, be it 100 Thieves or Gentlemates fans, but they're having one hell of a show here today. Came in rooting. A lot rooting for Nongshim even over on that mate side. We saw a lot of their jerseys stand up as those boys mounted the stage.
But है ना, मेरा एक नहीं है 10, क्या ही छुपा हुआ अब।
From what we've seen from Nongshim all tournament long, and we're getting
असली गेम तो ये खेलती है।
With how things have gone, a 4-0 start. The next round carrying a lot of weight for this squad. As at this stage, it's not just about this; it's about the end of the previous map. This is
nowadays esports tournament में भी cosplayers नहीं आते। EWC में नहीं आते। But yeah, esports.
Nongshim went a little bit silent. I think it was 4 rounds in a row for Vitality.
अलग से होता है ना अभी कॉस्प्ले का सब कुछ।
It's like nothing ever happened with the sheriff, yeah. And I think that might be the moment that they need.
W Vixen दी W। भाई W तो यहाँ पे 100 Thieves कर रही है, इनकी ऐसी की तैसी कर रखी है यहाँ पर। भाई Nongshim Red Force इतना स्ट्रगल कर रही है। Now it is one of the most important matches of their life right now. अगर वो लोग ये वाला मैप हारते हैं,
it seems like 100 Thieves are
they are done
in the driver's seat. Everybody stepping up. Of course, we've seen this organization throughout Valorant's history. 3rd to 4th at an international event is something they have achieved.
एक तो ये stream elements का ये बंद करना पड़ेगा मेरे को रुको।
Making it to that grand final versus opposition from around the world is something that has evaded them, and Well, if it keeps going as it does right now, they might be taking down the Santiago Masters winners.
आप भी cosplay करो मैं.
A team
So funny.
on form. Again, looking at the gigantic win they had yesterday over Vitality, but Nongshim in general. They played an impressive game. They looked like players like Dambi, even after the Neon nerf, were coming through lights out. Ivy reaching another lane, another level.
Where are they going?
Over the last couple of days, X-Ross on the duelist, but everything, and even Francis in that previous map, but it hasn't been enough here. They've not made a dent just yet.
Are they going to push him? Smoke up, TP into it, reveal over the back.
Come on, come on.
Moment, it looked like
4-0 जा रहा है फिलहाल. उन्होंने अभी तक अपना खाता भी नहीं खोला इस मैप में, और ये वाला मैप के अंदर स्काई के पास अल्ट. ओह नाइस डैम्बी. ओह लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो. 3 डाउन 2 more to go. बहुत अच्छा मैप जाने वाला है ये, मेरे को जितना जहां तक लग रहा है इनके लिए. अभी भी वहां पर क्रायो बचा हुआ है. क्रायो बहुत कुछ कर सकता है. चलो अब सिर्फ क्रायो बचा है. क्रायो सेव करेगा वहां पे मोस्टली. क्रायो अगर वहां पे डायरेक्ट इनिशिएशन नहीं करेगा.
Presence outside the B site was all they needed. 100 Thieves overheat. Dematino's ultimate is the go call for Dambi.
Toxin screen down.
And his early success, Dambi in particular, his early success hasn't been there. We saw 100 Thieves.
अब ये लोग उसको हंट पे निकले. EWC one of the biggest stage for gamers, तो यहाँ cosplay तो बनता है, especially in game like Valorant. हाँ वैसा cosplay, yeah, game character cosplays, yeah, definitely.
A good round for him. Right after
तो phone बजा.
Finding themselves success. It's not like even this weapon being saved is going to have a huge amount of impact for 100 Thieves. They've already got a lot of credits built up.
Then just looking like a wow alien wala.
Fly effect, of course. No point messing with that.
Well, no, it's
chipping away at your own economy.
Comic Cons is for cosplays and things like that, right?
As well, from a Nongshim perspective, like you haven't managed to get any rounds onto the board just yet, and when you do, you win it flawlessly. Like you get that economy boost, you get yourself an opportunity to.
Guys, एक चीज देखोगे? हाँ जी, दिखाइए.
But it's one where I don't know if it's recreatable. Like you had a hyper-aggressive move to try and trap them in the B site. 2 players were waiting, I think just got baited out, and then just a swing through the smoke in classic Nongshim style is what ends up turning the round in their favor. I don't think it's going to rock 100 Thieves, but it might.
पहला मैच इन्होंने निकाल दिया फाइनली, बहुत देर से स्ट्रगल करने के बाद. अब ये लोग अटैक पे है, राइट? इनका सेकंड डिफेंस है. सेकंड डिफेंस में ना डिफेंस पे हमेशा थोड़ा इजियर रहता है, ठीक है, बट
with his get out of jail free card, he fires once, bails, takes Francis out. A lot of utility removed. The dog you love to have to be.
Dambi in form now. Dambi अभी फॉर्म में आ चुका है. गया Dambi. वोरा ओहो पूरा बराबर कर दिया वोरा ने.
The 2 kills under his belt already. The spike still needs to be recovered. The ultimate could help, but getting into a position to use it is difficult.
यहीं से आ रहा है वो.
On that side, he's cautious of it, but unaware of Asuna.
I think you're witnessing some of the value of that Viper.
Sand 6-7. मैं दिखाऊंगी तेरा ना बोलने से कुछ नहीं होता.
Timatino walks through the smoke. He knows that there can be nobody on the other side because they can't have been.
ये 6-7 क्या करता गया है?
The opening pick. This though from Vora is a little bit more magic. Just having 2 players attempting to cross and even predicting where that 3rd player will be. He's the one that wins the round, but I really want to see how Nongshim are going to deal with fighting around that Viper wall, because it can't be as simplistic as.
Oh, इनके पास इनका वो है, लोगो वो अपना स्प्रे कर सकते हैं.
Because we saw in the last round,
Red Force.
that Timatino is more than happy to challenge that space.
अरे thank you for the pani puri भैया.
With an op and a refract, why not? Aggression again with Ivy waiting this time. Unaware that there's a second part of that attack that is being spotted now. Asuna pops the ultimate.
Interesting.
What? Why?
This is just him trying to stay alive, but the TP
towards the C side. Ivy 3 down.
Ivy's taking the round into his own 2 hands.
Enemy remaining.
With Vora last alive, yeah, he'll get the jump on 1, but 4.
वो हर बार उसके लेफ्ट से आके कैसे मार दे रहा है वोरा?
Ace clutch is needed for 100 Thieves to keep this momentum going.
It's been a.
वोरा मोस्टली सेव करेगा ये वाला राउंड. ओमेन आ रहा है उसके सामने से. लेट हो गया, ज्यादा पास आ चुका था, यही वाला है ना. And all the people who are currently watching, welcome to the live stream, guys. If you are new here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button और साथ में like.
Being utilized as maybe a deterrent, but it definitely didn't work. They were more than happy to continue that way forward, and you could see the level of surprise on
हर बार लेफ्ट से खा जा रहा है.
players' faces.
People are less connected towards the game they play. Either they play because it's a trend or they want be a streamer of that game. That's why CS:GO players hate Valo because they will die for CS:GO.
Still plenty of credits for 100 Thieves. They're back with an op once again.
हाँ, मतलब I mean, true that. But it all depends है भाई कैसा है. CS थोड़ा CS के लिए आपको एक अच्छा खासा वो स्ट्रैटेजी चाहिए एंड इसके अंदर स्किल्स वगैरह का सिस्टम नहीं रहता, तो एक तरीके से एक लेयर लेस भी है. बट जो तुमने बोला वो भी गलत नहीं है, सही है.
The dog on its way. Of course, he can always just TP out even from that spot. Exactly what he'll do. It's because of that he's able to survive. And this early round for both teams is sitting back.
यहाँ पर वेट कर रहे हैं वो लोग वाइपर की वॉल जो है.
Someone to peek out around the corner. As of right now, a stalemate. It really does put the pressure on.
एक घुसने की कोशिश है शायद. ओह, देख लिया, पूरा विजन दे दिया.
For 100 Thieves, there's not much they can do here. There's presence all across the map.
Also with the showstopper, they can kind of go late into this sort of.
अरे हाँ, HOK की स्ट्रीम कब करोगे? HOK भाई मैं वैसे खेलता रहता हूँ. HOK स्ट्रीम का भी मेरे को पता नहीं, करना भी है यार. मोस्टली जब ये HOK का ये आएगा ना EWC वाला, तब मैं HOK की वो कर रहा हूँ. बस अभी मैं यही है, खुद खेल के मेरे को स्ट्रीम करने का टाइम नहीं मिल रहा.
Yeah, they thought the smokes were put down on A just to rob them of info so the fake would work, but instead it's a full.
Oh.
Asuna able to delete the showstopper. 12 seconds left. The spam is good. It stopped the plant. It's bought them at least a little bit more time. 100 Thieves. 6 seconds on the clock. One more denial. Enough with the spike planted.
2v3.
Find themselves just enough room to.
Nice shot.
That's a big pick. He can wait now for Cryo, who's on his way down below, but the reposition of Francis.
Ooh, Francis, nice one.
The upper hand. But it may well pull them across the line with the op still sitting around. Sure, the shot is missed.
मैं भी खुद खेलता था ब्रो CS उस टाइम पे, तो ये बॉन्ड वाली चीज में लोग बोलते हैं ना ये गेम इमोशन, ये गेम ये वो सब बातें मेरे को बहुत बेकार लगती है. I mean, it might लोगों का फेवरेट गेम हो सकता है, that is totally agreeable, बट लोगों को वेरियस गेम्स ट्राई करने चाहिए एंड करने चाहिए, क्योंकि ये क्या बोलते हैं ये लोग बोलते हैं ना, गेम इज अ इमोशन और ये सब, वो सब मैं फालतू की बातें मानता हूँ. एक तरीके से एक ही गेम को सपोर्ट करने का तरीका होता है वो, जिंदगी भर कोई मतलब थोड़ी होता है उस चीज का. और बेटर गेम्स कैसे आएंगे फिर?
Then they just use the showstopper. I'm like, okay, actually, maybe they're in with a chance, but he uses it in the middle stage of the round, allows them to get that plant in with a lot less danger.
अच्छा, हाँ यार वंश, मतलब रात को भी खेलता हूँ मैं. रात को ऐसे मोस्टली ना सोने से पहले खेलता रहता हूँ एनिमे देखते देखते साथ में. ब्लाइंड किया उसने. आएगा. बॉम्बे स्मोक था उधर एक, और यहाँ से इसको सही टाइम पे वो स्मोक में घुस गया.
Bit by bit, piece by piece.
Come on.
Setting up again in terms of those traps, but the walk through, the timing.
Oh, Ivy, come on, let's go. Ivy has the walk in, भाई.
Single-handedly stop that.
होता है कुछ लोगों के इमोशंस होते हैं कुछ गेम्स के साथ. हाँ, इमोशंस रहने दो, बट इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी है कि तुम बाकी गेम्स नहीं खेलोगे या फिर नहीं सपोर्ट करोगे. या मल्टीपल गेम्स खेलते भी रहने चाहिए यार. Keep changing, your games. Obviously, esports player का अलग सीन होता है. Esports player का डिफरेंट सीन होता है. आपको एक ही गेम खेलना पड़ता है, and that is totally agreeable. आप जिस गेम के अंदर भी एक्सपर्ट हो. I'm talking about creators और जो normal streamers होते हैं, especially.
Ivy's probably the one you'd expect hit that shot. He has been stellar as that solo player on the other.
अब वो फिर से सेव करेगा.
Over for sure, and
वो पीछे से रोटेट कर रहा है.
The economy of 100 Thieves would allow for Vora to go for this. It's whether or not it's worth it. Giving orbs over to the other side.
Oh, crosshair placement भाई, crosshair placement भाई.
Some cost for Nongshim. Maybe it's worthwhile.
रेस पूरा पीछे से घूम के आ रहा है। ओह शॉट डाम्बी भाई, ऑप के सामने कुछ नहीं कर सकते भाई, ऑप के सामने देयर इज नथिंग डूइंग।
We're looking a little bit better here. Starting to piece rounds together, starting to look a little bit more in control of this game. Remember, this is a 100 Thieves map pick though, and I suppose that's a good question to ask as we get towards the end of this half. Where is the goalpost for Nongshim?
लास्ट मैच भी देखो ऐसे गया था, ये लोग 6 तक तो इन्होंने खींच लिया था, 5-5 भी हो गया था, बट उसके बाद इन लोग का परफॉर्मेंस ड्रॉप होने लग गया था। अब बेस्ट चीज ये है कि नेक्स्ट इज डिफेंस, तो डिफेंस से पहले पहले अगर एनएस अच्छे खासे अपने पॉइंट कर सकता है एंड दे कैन इक्वलाइज, एक तरीके से इट विल बी इजियर फॉर देम। ओह नाइस ब्लाइंड, नाइस ब्लाइंड, नाइस एंट्री बाय नियॉन। ओह डाम्बी डाम्बी,
Dambi with no help, no friends beside him is and he's given his team full control. Arsenal though trying to get ahead of it. He gets dealt with.
भाई इनके क्रॉसर प्लेसमेंट्स क्या क्रेजी है भाई।
Still sees them one behind.
That's the wrap around from RB. Okay, he's being spotted. I could have closed the round.
Oh, Ivy.
Just that. Timotino.
अब टिमोथीनो को गया। I'm not talking about trying new games, I'm just talking about that if you are playing a game, then try to be a little loyal to that, like live the game in IRL so people can remember you and the game. Just do that for many different games.
Nongshim's pick, but if we could go back in time, I think that would change. 100 Thieves were ready there, but seems like Nongshim found an extra gear.
5-5 हो गया, सॉरी 5 हाँ 5-5 हो गया, और 2 राउंड बचे हैं इस साइड के, फिर उसके बाद साइड चेंज होगी।
Completely reset, and I do think a lot of that just comes down to a couple of rounds from the likes of Dambi, from the likes of Ivy. It really does feel like the 1-2 punch, but of two players that are playing opposite sides of the map. You have Dambi just running around like this round is literally.
मेरे को देख लो मैं कितने ओवर द टाइम मैंने कितने सारे अलग अलग गेम्स खेले और स्ट्रीम किए। I started with BGMI, I did New State, I did Valorant, I did Indus, then I again did Valorant, then I did Mobile Legends, then I did HOK.
Be that almost turret-like player
right
that just doesn't allow 100 Thieves that level of control. It's difficult when both of those players are playing fantastically well. That aggression that was initially working, think of Timotino finding those openers, finding that aggression. When that fails, is there another level to 100 Thieves? And well, that's probably what the pause is for, because they've lost 4 in a row now.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Bang, hiding in the corner. The impact of Cryo, whether it be in the early fights or the late.
Been a bit quiet here.
Exactly.
यार मेरे को लगा था थोड़ा तो इस तरफ जाएगा ये इनकी तरफ 100 Thieves की तरफ, क्योंकि लास्ट मैच उन्होंने जिस तरीके से परफॉर्म किया है एंड लगातार जो राउंड्स निकाले, बट दिस मैच इज ऑब्वियसली एनएस का पिक है। लास्ट मैच सनसेट होने वाला है, द न्यू सनसेट मैप। वोरा गया, इस तरफ में डाम्बी गया, दिक्कत हो सकती है, बट अभी भी आईवी जब तक है, अगर आईवी को भी उन्होंने डाउन कर दिया तो उसके बाद यहाँ से 100 Thieves पूरा फुल पावर घुस सकती है। ओह 3v3 बैंक को डैमेज लगा हुआ है अच्छा खासा।
You have Ivy being able to give them the B site for free. TPing straight in, the pit now goes down, but it seems like they're still a little wary of some of that flank control. That's why the attack are yet to get that plant in, and Arsene has now found himself right within opposition ground.
वाइस को वहां पर बेट किया जा रहा है। नाइस, नाउ दे कैन प्लांट।
Thinking maybe they'd left.
Smart from RB.
RB was sat waiting while Ivy covers up top.
बट क्या यहाँ पे प्लांट करेंगे, क्योंकि करंटली 2v2 है, सॉरी 2v3 है एक्चुअली, तो हाँ प्लांट करना तो बनता है मेरे ख्याल से। मेरे को लगा शायद रोटेट कर सकते हो। क्रायो ने उसको इक्वलाइज कर दिया, बैंक की एचपी कम है, बैंक यहाँ पर डेफिनेटली स्मोक करेगा। बैंक भी गया। नाउ इट्स क्रायो वर्सेस आईवी एंड फ्रांसिस, जो कि बहुत डेंजरस है।
Managed to get it into his hands, but this a bridge too far for certain. Ivy, reliable as ever, is there to close this one 6-5. The lead now, Nongshims.
Again, just great work from Ivy, but I also want to give a shout out to our
Yeah, really doesn't matter how many games you love, but how much you love it matters.
in the B site and then him just waiting.
मैं अभी भी नहीं समझा ब्रो. I mean, ये वाला जो चीज होता है ना, मेरे को इस चीज से एक्चुअली बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि इसकी वजह से बहुत सारे गेम्स और स्ट्रीमर्स एंड ऑल ऑडियंस सारे के सभी भी बीजीएमआई पे चिपकी हुई है. ठीक है, अभी बीजीएमआई उन्होंने जस्ट छोड़ना चालू किया है, देखना और भी गेम्स देखना चालू किए हैं, तो ये सब थोड़ी चीजें हैं भाई. मतलब अगर एक क्रिएटर या स्ट्रीमर ये चीज करेगा, ऑडियंस भी करेगी, एंड देन उसी हिसाब से
may have fallen for the trap of picking Sunset, but it seems like they're perfectly comfortable over on Lotus.
ओ वहां पे दिक्कत में नियॉन वहां पर डेफिनेटली कोशिश जरूर कर रहा है. उसकी एचपी वहां पर बहुत ज्यादा कम करे गई है. हील लेने जाएगा वो स्काई से, फ्रांसिस से हील लेने जाएगा. ओ नाइस वन डाम्बी, 1 एचपी भाई. 4 फिनिशेस 1 एचपी के अंदर. ओ भाई क्या था ये?
Up against the clock, running it down, doing his best, but his best not even nearly good enough.
God, that is just the level that this man can bring. There was a moment where they decided not to be putting him on this neon.
Damn.
To put him here.
हाँ, अब ये चीज तो है, कोई गेम खेल रहे हो तो उसके बारे में फुल जानने की कोशिश करो, सीखो. सीखते हैं लोग, धीरे-धीरे सीखते हैं भाई.
Everybody else so uncomfortable. 25 HP is how much he had after that first battle, and from then onwards you'd think maybe he'd play it safe, but absolutely
भाई वो क्या था? What the fudge was that? Oof.
To clean that one up. Someone else though.
कोच ने गिव अप कर दिया भाई.
It was always easy on the ears. Let's go down to Ian Chambers.
Cheers, Tom. As we go along this week, we are going to be joined by incredible.
guys, simply says क्या करूँ, आर्काना नॉलेज का मैं GM20 स्टार हूँ. माइंडसेट वो GM20 पे फिर रहेगा ना, he won't be able to ever get up that high.
Support out here. His mum Tina and Aunt Mary are loving this experience. Tina, what do you think of all of this?
This is just a blessing to be here.
I love Bang.
The fans are amazing.
She also loves Bang. ये क्या देख रहा हूँ मैं गाइस? ये क्या चल रहा है गाइस? ये क्या EWC देख रहे हैं ना गाइस?
Confidence from Mama here. How is it feeling on your side, Mary? How has this experience been for you so far?
It has been so precious. It's such an honor to be here with all of you.
Coach भी like मैं बेवकूफ हूँ, मैं जो यहाँ आया कोच बना.
And his teammates at 100 Thieves. It's amazing.
Brilliant. I'm just going to bring you forward just a touch. Listen, you guys have travelled a
अंधेरे में चली गई
long way
थी.
to come here to Paris. You're from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You've come all the way from New York. What does it feel like to be watching esports in such a tremendous part of?
Lama sounds so different, है ना?
This is just a dream come true.
She loves Bang and she also loves Bang.
I'm so emotional because I love these guys, love Sean and this team, and everyone at 100 Thieves. Thank you, boys.
बोल दो I love Bang एक बार.
And they can win?
Absolutely.
All right. Did you know that he was going to be doing this when he was a little kid, just briefly?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, you can watch some more of him. This is amazing. Give it up for Mary and Tina. We get right back into the game.
Make no mistake, those cheers are also for Ian Chambers. We love to see him doing his thing down in that arena, and we also love to see the players doing just the same. It has been a big bounce back from Nolan, who seem determined to bring us to a map 3. It's a semi-final. You never want to see them go by quickly, unless you got a game tomorrow, I suppose, which is true for one of these teams. 100 Thieves trailing by 2. They want that quick success. It's going to have to be a strong start to the attack side.
Waiting for Vizla to become esports coach.
Awaits the winner. A third, fourth match.
भाई esports coach बनने के लिए esports खेलना पड़ता होगा ना शायद.
But the fact is,
फ्रांसिस का यहाँ पर कैमरा दिखा रहे हैं अभी यहाँ पर अल्ट किस किस के पास है, किसी के पास भी अल्ट नहीं है, ना ही अल्ट के कोई पॉइंट्स है फिलहाल के लिए। साइड चेंज हुआ है तो दिस इज गोना बी द फर्स्ट राउंड। अब एनएस डिफेंस पे आ चुका है एंड पूरा प्रेशर 100 थीव्स, एंड वी नो 100 थीव्स आर वेरी गुड एट अटैकिंग, बट विल दे बी एबल टू यहाँ पर डू इट समथिंग ऑन लोटस? लोटस इज वन मैप जहाँ पे अटैक करना बहुत हार्ड होता है।
Yeah, right agent for it though. Nice paranoia through. Vora forced into a fight, but still holding on for dear life. A lot of tags in from Nongshim.
Ooh, it is 8-5 भाई, लोग थर्ड राउंड भी लेके ही जाएंगे भाई।
With a pistol round for Nongshim.
This is the difficult thing when facing this squad.
भाई यार क्या कमबैक मारा है इन लोगों ने इस वाले मैप में। अब ये जाएगा नेक्स्ट उसके पास पॉइंट्स। भाई वो अभी मेरा सेटअप यहाँ पर नहीं है ना, तो सारा पॉइंट सिस्टम और ये सब बंद है, क्योंकि इसके लिए मेरे को वो चलाना पड़ता है एक ऐप, तो इसलिए अभी पॉइंट्स वगैरह का आप ऐसे कुछ है नहीं। एंड जो वो ऐप है जो मैं यूज करता हूँ वो मैक के अंदर अवेलेबल नहीं है, और विंडोज अभी मेरे पास है नहीं।
They did it in the last map, but they did it slightly quicker than this. And of course in this round,
nice try, nice try.
Oh, not a single upgraded pistol.
देखा, दोनों हम लोग सेम ही सोच रहे थे। ओह नाइस वन, ओह डाम्बी मार्शल ब्रो, ओह that was oof, damn.
Back into play for this squad. Like you said, for 100 Thieves, the question is, can they stop them now? Can they slow them? We knew that Nongshim looked like a completely different team on the last map. Deactivated everything that worked for them before, stopped working for them over there. A lot of that I would put down to the composition that was in play. But now, everything that was there is back. Ivy's having the game, or more so, the tournament that he was. Dambi is doing Dambi things. But 100 Thieves are buying rifles. This is their line in the sand, their moment to stop Nongshim before it spirals out of control.
It's worth noting versus mates. 10 rounds in a row. It's what Nongshim won to bring it back. 100 Thieves have got to try and stop that early, but they're very nearly there already. Much earlier than last time out, and an aggressive stance, but it seemed like the Thieves had it under control.
Damn. भाई अभी यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा चांस है 2v3 का सिचुएशन जरूर है।
While cowering in their spawn, the Thieves have managed to cling to life versus the bonus, but they still have no idea where Ivy is.
The second shot with the Marshal is too hard to hit. Yeah, definitely. Second shot, first is hard to hit. But हाँ, like Marshal का ये है कि when aimed at सही जगह पे ना, उसका क्रॉसर के टाइप अगर तुम मिडिल वैसा एम करोगे तो लग जाती है मार्शल, कंपेयर टू ऑप नहीं लगती है। मार्शल मारना फिर भी इजी है, नो स्कोप।
30 seconds left.
Nongshim will hope that an opportunity is offered up. The golden plate, it might be Cryo in the corner. No, it's a quick swing in from Timotino. If he was slightly slower to react, there would have been some real danger there, but it's a formality to close out for 100 Thieves, a necessary win.
Yeah, and you look at the way that this round was played by Nongshim, you can see they wanted to almost just trip them from behind, get right up in their face in the early stages of the round and not allow them anything. It was a good attempt at a bonus.
Oh, chalo, finally.
They were able to do. But the fact is, although they've broken the streak of rounds slightly earlier than the mates managed, there's an operator coming back. There's full rifles for the rest.
I'm out of here.
They're saying that RB has taken a nasty tag very early on this round.
A lot of this is going to come down to Dambi by the looks of things. The rotations as the heels go through onto RB on the A site. There's only one man on C, some utility to help him out. The vice wall reposition will delay them somewhat. Indeed, a flash over has stopped them almost completely, but 100 Thieves seem to be... Oh, Ivy! That's a sneaky play to get right through. Timotino did not see that coming, and it's given them the early info on the rotation that the Rap is coming over to this A site. You've already Got X-Ross on the cross, but the Viper wall cuts him off. 100 Thieves even then challenge through it. Take him down. Put us into a 3v4 with a big pick from Francis.
Puts the advantage back. Stun creates an awkward position for Asuna. Isolates both players, leaving him stunned. Now they need a hero. That's a nice shot from back, but he has to do everything, and as he looks to move forward to take a fight, he is caught from behind. As said, they may have ended the streak, but that hasn't changed the outlook. The third map seemingly on the horizon, as there is no brakes on the Nongshim train.
Oh!
There's a really nasty pickup by Ivy, especially. Like, if Timotino's still alive in this fight, considering like he's been the one looking for those deeper challenges, there's more pressure onto someone like Danby. There's more bodies there. They needed it. The important pickups found by Ivy. The formalities there for Danby, and 10-6. As a result, the pistol, it gave them a leg up, but now it looks like they are miles ahead. 11 almost guaranteed with 100 Thieves playing in eco.
क्या लगता है गाइस, मतलब मेरे को तो ये एक तरीके से यहाँ पर मुश्किल ही लग रहा है कि अभी 100 Thieves का कमबैक हो पाएगा, बट अगर उन्होंने यहाँ से कमबैक कर लिया तो it's gonna be really crazy.
You have to hope for 100 Thieves that they can at least draw blood.
Worry is that since their lead, it's only been a singular round versus a bonus. 100 Thieves haven't given us anything in this map other than those first 4 or 5 to make us believe that they are going to take this in a 2-0 fashion. Nongshim have
Oh, nice one.
Cleanly, but they have been winning games. Over the top goes one. At least
एक पीछे से घूम के आया.
maybe the Mitchman curse can help them out a little.
Oh, nice try. बच गया 1 HP. Oh, Danby.
He's now been tagged down to 10 HP. There's a real chance here. A swing back from Cryo. He believes that he can win this round. The pit to give him some space.
Cryo ने अपना अल्ट कर लिया है क्योंकि 1v2 है. Oh, nice one Cryo. Nice one. 1v1. Cryo के HP आधा है. Ivy has full HP and Ivy knows he's damaged.
But on the edge of this, his opponent just knows. Did he show anything out of that pit, or was that just a sixth sense?
I think when he crouched
to
the right, his foot might have stuck out of the very bottom, and there is a chance. I have to believe it. I have to believe that, or I'm gonna.
क्या मारा है? कैसे मारा है?
It's one or the other. Because that was a little bit crazy. I don't know if we'll even see it in the replay. So nice to take down Danby. You knew he was going to get aggressive. There it is.
Yeah.
Very bottom corner.
दिखा वहाँ पे कॉर्नर पे दिख गया था. Nice. Is this possible to play like this? Yes. आपको याद है इधर एक डॉगो है, मैंने आपको बोला था he used to bark at me every time he हाँ yes.
Again though, I think you're up against Ivy at the last second.
Noxus ने almost, yeah, I would say.
He might have the crazes, and the fact that he tried to dive through that pit alone is a little bit manic.
I'm telling you, in my head I was begging him not to.
कुछ खतरनाक ही किया है उस बंदे ने. वो हल्का सा पिक्सल वहाँ पे वो दिखा.
He was like, I know that crazy little guy's going to come in. I know he's going to do it. And eventually he thinks, oh, I guess he's not. Nope. Right in at the last second. He's a madman. And I think that is something that for 100 Thieves, like they've come into today very ready for it. Because it's one thing to go, oh, he's going to push you all the time. But then
वो बहुत एज पे आ गया था. अगर वो थोड़ा सा अंदर रहता तो शायद बचने का कुछ चांसेस होता.
Left on the clock. They're sitting in mid still. And someone's surely going, I don't think it's too late. He's not going to push. And the right call there is, no, he is. No, he is. They're coming. And eventually the push comes in.
It's when.
Yes, exactly.
And it could be at any point of any moment of any second of any round. And while they are not dealing too well, all right. Arsenal, that's one.
4v2 को 1v1 ले गया. हाँ और नहीं तो क्या भाई, खतरनाक तरीके से फिर से डाम्बी.
Losing 2 players might deter, but look at where they are. 2 players are still pushing.
चांसेस और आईवी को उड़ा दिया गया है. One of the 2 of the most important player. अभी सिर्फ डाम्बी बचा हुआ है. डाम्बी is more like aggressiveness, तो उसका पता चल जाएगा इन लोग को. तो मुश्किल है ये वाला राउंड थोड़ा सा. कमबैक दिख रहा है मेरे को. यहाँ से कमबैक करके अगर जीत गए ना भाई फिर अलग चीज हो जाएगी.
One slip up though, and Danby will pull that advantage back into neutral.
Oh!
It's Cryo showing he's still got the opping chops to take down Danby. And a 4v2 for Nongshim.
Now he loves me so much. मैं बाहर जाती हूँ तो he follows me around and he sits beside me like my emotional support soft toy. He's always near me for pets and treaties. Yeah, सही है.
Yeah, you can take an eco. You can take 2 in a row if you want. Really build.
अब तुमको पहचान गया ना वो.
There is a lot of rounds for 100 Thieves to catch up on, a lot of ground to make up. That's a very successful start to what needs to be a comeback.
Yeah, good hold off the early aggression. It's the same thing we needed to see in terms of reaction to the last map.
भाई क्या जाएगा ये sunset
Why Nongshim would do that? You go, okay, they've taken a pause. Whatever they plan, let's try and disrupt them. But the dodge of the flash, 2 quick shots, and even though he falls, it leaves so much space available to 100 Thieves to fill in, get in the post, and then have quite a lot prepared. And the fact that they use the ultimates in the last round, so they have them to play with in this one.
A few tags up for Cryo early on.
डैमेज खा लिया उसने वहां पे फॉर दैट किल कि वो नेड फेंका है तो शायद वो सामने आएगा. उसको किल लेने के लिए उसने वो डैमेज खाया है.
Cryo peeking through the wall will block Dambi off. And Dambi just sits and waits. While that stalemate's playing out, you can see that 100 Thieves are starting to scrap towards the C site.
Chindy, I follow you, right? तू क्या पूछ रहा है? मतलब वो क्या बताएगी? तुझे पता होना चाहिए.
But that peek never comes through. Dambi, the most aggressive player that I think I've ever seen in the game, has sat in a corner for the last minute.
I'll show you his picture tomorrow. Okay. Yes, definitely. Despite trailing 7-11, 100 Thieves is more comfortable position. हाँ वो तो है क्योंकि वो लोग लास्ट वाला मैच जीत गए थे ना.
And down. This man refuses to move. He is waiting for a reward that he knows is on the way.
Oh, be careful though.
But now he's in a bit of pressure, a bit of trouble surrounded like this.
Another angle.
Oh.
I don't know how Francis isn't aware of that.
30 seconds
it was very clearly documented by Dambi. And there's the patience, but he actually misses. Okay, he is human.
भाई मिस कर दिया वहां पे. रेज ने वहां पर एक किल लिया. अब यहाँ पर ये अल्ट मार के शायद एक और किल ले पाएगा. But he needs to go inside onto the site ASAP.
It's going to work out. The showstopper is taken down. The remaining players looking to try and find a way.
मार दिया गया इस रॉस को.
Position is perfect though already.
Any plan for Among Us?
Swinging from Dambi though. He's landed a rifle. Given the opportunity to try and break the lines of the bang, playing up close is not.
भाई यार सही टाइम पे उसका एम नहीं था वहां पे. यार सही से एम अपना मेंटेन करके रखता ना तो हो जाता. But he did not maintain his aim, जिसके चक्कर में वहां पर वो मैच पॉइंट फॉर Nongshim. Match point है.
This is the Nongshim we were expecting to see here today. We saw them pressured in the first map and they crumbled underneath its combined weight from 100 Thieves, but now Nongshim, they come back fighting into every single fight there, every duel taken. It's taken with confidence. A big difference to that previous map. A huge turnaround, and indeed a score line that's almost a polar opposite of the previous. 12-7, 5 chances to close this out, and
मैं भी तो वही बोला.
even is owed between these two teams. I feel like both have had their time in the limelight in this series, but we want to see both Titans standing tall at the same time.
The Noxus team smiling for the first time in the whole match. Last match तो खराब गया ही था. इस बार भी उन लोगों ने अच्छा खासा पिकअप कर लिया ना. अब वो जीत के इतने करीब है इसलिए. But जीत के इतने करीब से oh! 1v3.
RB maybe making the most aggressive play of the day, and Francis is there to close it.
भाई जीत गए सेकंड मैप. लेके चलो गए यार थर्ड मैप पे. सनसेट होगा अब. अरे यार I think I follow some unknown person.
Both of these teams putting their best foot forward at different times. Now we may yet get to see.
ये तो भाई she has not revealed her identity, तो आपको नहीं पता चलेगा if it's her और कोई और है. मैं एक सेकंड अभी जब मैं कचरा फेंक के आता हूँ.
And who will be playing for a consolation prize?
It's going to be a tough map, no doubt. An explosive one, potential for double duelist, and only the player or the team that steps up the most will be the one to have the opportunity. It is going to be an exciting close to what will take one of these teams to the EWC final. Make sure you're back with us after the break.
It's Nongshim yet again getting the job done on their map counter. Despite the failure on map number 1, they find a way to get it done on Lotus. Despite the fact not having that Viper to help lock down A, just the way that Big Time said it would go. They still get the job done, 13-7.
Look, I hate not having Viper, but I love the vibes more from the Nongshim team. I said, look, they got plot armor. They're here to stay at EWC. They won't be going home, and I'm happy to see that win.
So, all of us back on over here, but also...
चलो ये वाला मैप भी यहाँ पे खत्म हो गया. लाइक इसके साथ ये लोग अगले मैप के अंदर जाएंगे, सनसेट के अंदर, वहां पता चलेगा. Because she also loved BTS. भाई बहुत छोटे से रीजन के लिए आपने थोड़ा कर लिया किसी को फॉलो.
Battling it out here for a spot in the grand finals.
I'm so nervous. You have no idea. I'm shaking my.
ये फोन चार्ज क्यों नहीं हो रहा सही से?
Everything I can.
लगता है ये वाला सॉकेट ही सही नहीं है. रुको इस वाले सॉकेट में लगाता हूँ.
It's crazy.
Obviously, there's a small connection here because Big Times, brother, also coaches over at Foot. You guys sharing those types of nerves.
I've been there. I know the feeling. It's a horrible.
It is really.
Do you find it, because obviously you were a coach for a very long time, you're very successful. Do you find it hard not to sort of backseat coach a little bit when you're sat here in the crowds and you go, guys, why are we playing this comp? Guys, oh no, we're doing this wrong. I'll have to text him, you know.
It's literally what I'm doing here. I'm sitting in the crowd. I'm like, I'm looking. This is wrong. This is wrong. Maybe I can text him. I can grab my phone and like text him. Maybe I can see he has a phone on stage. I don't know. But it's literally, I'm thinking, if I could just hand him a note, like what would I write? What would I do? You know? It's crazy.
Let's dive into this one, 13-7 for Nongshim. A lot of it on the back of Ivy here.
Yeah, Ivy had a phenomenal game. I mean, the way that he was playing was kind of insane. And of course, actually taking a pistol away from 100 Thieves, finally.
Makes a change.
Absolutely. And for Nongshim, they're going to be happy with this one. The way that they were playing, how decisive they were too. It looked really nice. And for me, it just felt completely different. The second that Danby got a hold of the op, it felt like everything just fell into place.
But for me, the more I watch Ivy, the more impressed I am. This guy is a textbook big game player in my mind. It feels like every time Nongshim need a hero, Ivy appears. I love this round especially because they know how they're defaulting to break that wall there. He leaves the gap, slips through and finds the pick as he's exiting. That's just, it's great adaptation, great high level play. I love watching this guy.
I think the way that he uses his timings are really good. But what do you think? Tell me.
I think this ultimate where it was a one-on-one and he shot him through Viper ult, he used the crowd noise, surely.
Yeah.
He used the crowd noise to see where he was and shot him through the ult.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, we saw it from a couple different replays, right? Because we saw it both. They gave us the vision through the smoke, and then they showed it again just from his POV, and he must have thought,
why did he shoot? You know, why did he shoot?
Maybe he's around here, the last location.
Come on.
I know. It was a crazy thing. What else jumped out at you, Emil, from that last round, especially from the 100 Thieves side? Since
I spotted Jet cosplayers. Finally, a fan spotted. हाँ. अरे होंगे यार, अपने लोग अपने हिसाब से कॉस्प्ले वगैरह करके आते ही होंगे. But it's Paris, right? तो पेरिस के अंदर बहुत कम होंगे. Oh my God, Bizu follows another BTS army. हैं? होंगे, कौन है?
Yeah, I mean, so I want to just take you back to your old school coaching days. If you're in the booth back there with your brother on 100 Thieves, how are you fixing this problem? What are you saying to them?
Turn off your brain. Just shoot together. Just don't overcomplicate. Don't die the first 10 seconds of the game, and that's it.
Yeah.
Let's turn our focus over to map number 3, Haven here for the squad. We didn't expect to necessarily be here, given the fact that you could see on the pick side, it was Nongshim's pick that 100 Thieves stole away, and then Nongshim steal away 100 Thieves pick that forces to.
अच्छा, दोनों टीम अपने ओपोनेंट के मैप पिक के अंदर जीती है.
So much
comfort, but I was really feeling the 100 Thieves win getting into Lotus. I think
इसलिए वो लोग इतनी टेंशन में थे. पहला मैप उनका पिक था, उनको गंदी तरीके से हराया गया. सेकंड मैप सामने वाली टीम का पिक था, इन्होंने उनको गंदी तरीके से, एक तरीके से 13-6 13-7 उन्होंने ऑलमोस्ट बराबर ही रखा है.
here because both these teams, they've played this pretty often. They know how to play. The defaults are there for both of them. I'm kind of looking at Dambi and Timotino.
Paris fashion capital, no cosplay fashion. Exactly.
Last map was doing phenomenally.
Yeah.
Timotino, he was kind of quiet on the waylay.
Yeah, I think that will be a high-powered map 3.
Yeah.
I want to cast your mind back to when we last saw Nongshim play in the decider game there against G2, and they have that fantastic attacker half. Yes, it slips away from them. Yes, it gets a little bit scary.
Yeah.
But this squad knows how to play the map. I think especially they elected to pick that attacker side for a reason.
Yeah.
They're going to look to run up the numbers here.
Emil, final thoughts?
I think Haven's really good map. Doomros and NBS really good coaches on Haven as well.
Yeah.
So
A little bit biased there.
no, not at all. Not biased at all. Obviously, I think Hundred Thieves are gonna win. So yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into that final map, Puckett is standing by right now with some Vitality fans here in Paris.
EWC4, and as you can see, there is a line wrapping around the booth as everybody's waiting to see Vitality. Sir, who do you want an autograph from today?
Every team. I prefer Deke for the best culture with perfection.
I love that call. We're going to get that for you. We've got some Gentlemates jerseys. I've got a Cloud9 jersey. Young man, what are you doing at the Vitality booth?
I'm a super fan, but I'm looking to meet some of the players over here. I'm very excited.
And who do you guys want to meet today? Who are you most excited to get an autograph from?
Honestly, Dirk or Chronicle.
Yeah, Sayonara.
Sayonara? Why Sayonara?
He's young and he's so talented.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Are you ready to go pro when you turn 18 like Sayonara?
Like, I'm ascendant, but I need to get right to Regents.
Okay, we got to keep rolling down the line. As you can see, the fans are from all over the world. We got Americans here.
Vortex followed someone who's a BTEX army and you also follow her. He said that. है होंगे यार दो मतलब है अच्छी खासी. Many people, many women are interested in BTS, right?
How am I feeling?
We doing autographs too?
You know the meme that's like, bro thinks she's on the team.
She's on the team today. We feeling good?
Hello, bro.
Yeah, and then Chronicle, you two seem to be the most famous. Sayonara.
Oh, Team Vitality booth ये लोग हैं अभी भी.
Team, bro. I think because you're 18, they all want to be you. Who's the oldest on the team?
Yo, Aquarius, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the sparkles, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Price pool कितना है? Valorant का? एक सेकंड मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा यार याद नहीं.
Anything you want to say to all the Vitality supporters who are here to get your autograph today?
I mean, thank you for coming. I wish we would be on the stage rather than being here, but you know, it's still nice to see people coming to see us. So thank you very much.
Vitality's knocked out, but they're still hanging with the fans. Come see them here in the Vitality booth.
$2 million का है. First place को मिलेगा 600,000, second place को 340,000, third place को 220,000, fourth place को 140,000. जो 5th से 8th प्लेस के बीच में उनको मतलब ये जो टीम्स हैं अभी चारों के चारों एटलीस्ट $1,40,000 तो ये लेके जा रहे हैं घर. Cloud9 था OG org of last decade. Yeah. Aqua लेट हो गया. नहीं कोई बात नहीं भाई. वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. ओके Aqua की कोचिंग 7 to 8:30 और अभी लेग मार के आया जिम से. नाइस. आज का सेमीफाइनल गया नहीं चल रहा है ठीक है. मेरे को भी लाइक नेक्स्ट मैच में लाइव स्ट्रीम करना चाहता था बट मैं मोस्टली शायद नहीं कर पाऊंगा क्योंकि मेरे को जाना पड़ेगा.
레이저 아니야? 너 뭐야? 아 클로브 같은데? 뭘 몰라? 이게 클로브라고? 오케이 JJ야.
Oh, there's only 5 of them? Kjedelig.
오케이. 난 준비됐어. 아 이건 거 같은데? 난 모르겠네.
Hello Gaming, welcome to the stream. कैसा है शुभम?
아 그 5 of them 했잖아. 5 of them. 아니
पहला कौन जीता? पहला ही मैच चल रहा है. पहला मैच के अंदर 100 Thieves जीते थे. सेकंड के अंदर नोंगशिम रेडफुल्स जीते. अब डिसाइडर मैप होने वाला है सनसेट.
아 목소리도 못 맞추겠어. 역해가 너무 많네. 아 해외 버전.
पहला 100 Thieves जीते 13-6. सेकंड वाला नोंगशिम रेडफुल्स जीते 13-7. पहला मैप नोंगशिम का पिक था. 100 Thieves जीते. सेकंड मैच 100 Thieves का पिक था. नोंगशिम जीते. और अब सनसेट होने वाला है. थैंक यू फॉर द स्टार ब्रो.
목소리가 딱 그냥 딱 그거였네. 아 정말. 나 모르겠냐 왜? 근데 나도 솔직히 접고 나서 모르겠어. 너 뭐 했어? 하버야? 하버 아니야? Let's go. 뭐야? 하버인가? Let's go.
मैंने सुना ही नहीं.
Let's go. 내가 하버 해놓고 몰랐다. 맞추네.
Nosy weirdo. Nosy weirdo.
역해가 뭐 있지?
Jet.
어디서 들어봤는데. 아니 이게 되도록 목소리 같은데.
No, weird. It's either Jet or it's not KJ for sure.
고민되네. 나 일편단심. 킬조이 아니면 누나. 킬조이 아니면 킬조이 같은데.
Say KJ. Neon. हाँ Neon. मेरे को लग ही रहा था या तो Neon है या तो Jet.
킬조이 3번 연습했는데 한 번도 안. Really?
Out of my way.
Omen.
이거는 스펠링 틀리면.
All good. और क्या चल रहा है आजकल? या सनसेट नया वाला मैप सनसेट.
이건 모를 수가 없다.
बाहर हो क्या विज़ला भाई? बाहर as in बैंगलोर में हो यार. मैं अपना बैंगलोर शिफ्ट कर गया ना.
둘 중에 하나인데. 나 챔프가 뭐 있는지도 까먹었어 지금.
Did you miss something? No one from both the teams have played Sova in the first 2 matches, I guess, right? Sova था. First match में Sova था.
나 그냥 찍었는데.
Be at peace, my friend.
이거는 모를 수가 없다. 이거는 진짜 모를 수가 없다.
Ayo, chill.
지금
Sova is very useful in this level. हाँ, first वाले में था Sova. The Sova team did not win though.
야 그냥 발음부터 러시아 사람이잖아. 진짜.
मतलब पहले वाला सेट. हाँ मैं अपना सेटअप नहीं लेके आ पाया ना भाई. बैंगलोर शिफ्ट कर गया तो मेरा पूरा सेटअप अभी वहीं पर पड़ा हुआ है कोलकाता में, जिसकी वजह से मैं वैलोरेंट भी नहीं खेल पा रहा अभी फिलहाल के लिए. मैकबुक है, मैकबुक से ही सब कुछ कर रहा हूँ, स्ट्रीम वगैरह, तो इसलिए ज्यादा मतलब हो नहीं रहा.
뭐야 얘네 아는 척 뭐야. 와 꺼드럭대더니 와.
ये चाइनीज प्लेयर्स है ना शायद, इसलिए इनको इंग्लिश वॉइस लाइंस नहीं पता है.
유언별 목소리 맞추기를 콘텐츠를 진행했는데 좀 많이 재밌었던 것 같고요. 이상
कोरियन है,
농심 레드포스
कोरियन है ना?
팀이었습니다. 안녕.
हाँ कोरियन है. मेरे को लगा ये चाइनीज टीम होगी, बट दीज आर कोरियन टीम. शुभम भाई गायब थे, सडनली वापस आए. शुभम तो रहता ही है, वो तो अपना स्ट्रीम वगैरह करता रहता है. ये जो एनीमे चल रही है अभी मेरी स्क्रीन पे, इसका जो ट्रेलर, मेरे को इसके लिए भी कॉपीराइट नहीं आएगा ना? आई एम गेसिंग. विक्सन जी क्या हाल है? मेरा ये वाला फोन चार्ज नहीं हो रहा यार. इट्स बीन चार्जिंग वेरी स्लो. मैं काम करता हूँ, इसके अंदर का सब कुछ बंद कर देता हूँ. देखता हूँ इस वाले फोन को पावर ऑफ ही कर देता हूँ अगर चार्ज होता है तो. नो दीज आर स्पॉन्सर्स दैट सो व्हाई कॉपीराइट. हाँ एग्जैक्टली. हाँ तो फिर नहीं आएगा कॉपीराइट. या हाँ कॉपीराइट नहीं आना चाहिए. हाँ या ओपनिंग सेरेमनी की भी स्ट्रीम करनी थी, मैं उस दिन भूल गया. मेरे पास उसके अच्छे खासे राइट्स थे, उसमें सारे किसी भी गाने के मेरे पास कॉपीराइट नहीं आते, बट वो मेरे को आफ्टर स्ट्रीम गाने हटाने पड़ते हैं. मेरा है तो ठीक ही है. मेरा हाल तो ठीक ही है. अच्छा हाँ मेरा हाल तो ठीक ही है. हाँ एक्वा का नहाने का टाइम आ गया. अरे जा एक्वा, आराम से वापस कल मिलते हैं.
So I just needed to make sure that we all knew what's what.
Yeah, that's true.
I can stave off all the bias in the world.
नेक्स्ट मैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है. वंस ये वाला मैच खत्म हो जाए तो उसके बाद हम मेरे को रेडी भी होना है. बाइसन से हैप्पी स्ट्रीमिंग. थैंक यू सो मच एक्वा एंड थैंक यू फॉर द बैंगो लस्सी. इनके चश्मे का नंबर बढ़वाओ. अरे इतना दूर छोटे छोटे में लिखा आ रहा है ना. रुको.
No bias. No, I hope I pick something good for Haven here, something classic, something that I know what we're gonna do here.
Old school, a little bit of breach. Is that what you want to see? Back from your day.
I would love.
ये बहुत ज़्यादा वो zoom हो गया रे.
I hate
breach.
It doesn't look like we've got it coming out from Nongshim. This is the double duelist that they are so well known for. Dambi on the neon.
चलो रीसेट zoom हो गया. बाप रे बाप.
Now just cast your mind back. That G2.
बस जिंदा हूँ. अरे थैंक यू फॉर द समोसा एंड स्पार्कल एज वेल ब्रो. जिंदा हो. धक्का मारने वाली नहीं आई क्या अब तक? धक्का
they both beat mibr and bbl.
नहीं आजकल तो धक्का मारने की भी धक्का मारने की क्या जरूरत है, आजकल तो मार के अपने ही वॉशरूम के अंदर में दफना देती हैं, धक्का मारने से पकड़ी जाती है ना। कौन से गेम के लिए अप्लाई लिया विजला भाई? मैं वैलोरेंट, पबजी मोबाइल, ऑनर ऑफ किंग्स, मोबाइल लेजेंड्स विमेंस चैंपियनशिप, क्योंकि वो तो मेरे को देखना ही था, एंड उसके अलावा मोबाइल लेजेंड्स नॉर्मल। Oh, हाँ, nice idea by the way, है ना?
Pick one player that needs to step up in the server right now. Who would it be?
I would say Asuna. I think Asuna's Phoenix and him having impact here is gonna be the key for them to win.
Asuna's Phoenix, X-Ross's Phoenix. It's going to be a huge matchup, mirror match in terms of
VC से भागो, क्यों?
only one will be able to look themselves in the
मेरे को VC सुनाई नहीं दे रहा क्या?
They are going to the grand finals. Always looking good in the mirror. Our casters for map number 3. It's Mitchman and Tom.
It's always fun to see both Doom Bros
Yeah,
on the
अब आ रही है आवाज, बोलो।
in everything except for a show match. Now it's time to see if one of those Doom Bros who's going to be going all the way to the grand final for 100 Thieves and Nongshim. Everything.
ये जनरल VC है ब्रो।
The same map, the same composition. The only difference.
तुम्हारी आवाज बहुत ज्यादा कट रही है ब्रो।
On the server.
Yeah, I think we come into this and now the sort of gaze switch towards 100 Thieves. Can they pick themselves up after that defeat on their map choice? Timotino having a bit of a rougher time.
मैं आ गया वापस, मैं आ गया हूँ। अरे वेलकम वेलकम ब्रो। चाय पियोगे? नहीं कॉफी प्लीज।
Already though, the defensive side not shying away from a fight, but maybe they should have done. Ivy's reign of terror was something to behold on the previous map.
विजला भाई को पानी पूरी खिलाओ। हाँ भाई, आज तो पानी पूरी समोसे सब खा लिया, अभी कॉफी चाहिए मेरे को।
On the way of 100 Thieves, will they turn this back to their fore?
Cage triggered.
Well, they start with a disadvantage.
Oh, nice one Chayo. ये वाला मैच अब दोनों ही टीम के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट।
From Timotino could be the difference maker though. He has a backstab guaranteed. Ivy looking the other way.
नहीं अब तो कॉफी वाला तो चाय से काम चला लो। हाँ जी, फिर तो चाय ही दे दो, क्या करे।
Goes out. There's two players spotted in utility. A stun through. Timotino wasting no time.
Sometimes I thought about, ooh,
stunned up with his
Francis.
A kill and non-ship.
ये देखो गाइस, मेरी वाली गोस्ट है वो।
Stuns are cosmetic.
अरे चाय के साथ टोस्ट भी, आइए।
You didn't realize you could just hit the shot. Anyway, bang.
Oh, bang. No wonder वो दो औरतें साइन बोर्ड लेके आई थी, I love bang करके। है गेमी?
The idea that he's on this side, but he is walking towards a timing. Just about gets around the corner. But Vora now is going to almost have to.
1v1 Francis planting. Vora बहुत dangerous बंदा है। Vora is going to be very much problematic.
Looks to get towards shore, hunt for where his opponent went. A game of cat and
Sova versus Sova.
With neither side really giving the game away of who is the cat, who is the mouse, who is the hunter, who is the hunted. As that defuse gets to halfway, Vora now gives himself a little bit of extra time, but he is being flanked on.
Oh, Francis crazy! क्या मच्छर राउंड निकाला?
Takes the first round.
Now Vora got sight on him first. Francis played that one blind, played it.
चलो पहला राउंड यहाँ पे जाते हुए टीम नोंगशिम के तरफ।
How he survives there.
एक मेरा एक आपका। यस लेट्स गो। किधर अब आ?
Under his control.
स्क्रीन से नहीं निकाल सकते यार।
A 1-0 start.
जाएगी बीवी आएगी उनके लिए भेज दूंगी। है पहले एडवांस भेज दो।
A true decider, a true middle ground of these squads. These compositions, I think, where both have shined the brightest. And I'd have to agree with
भाई इंटरनेट ठीक कराओ अपना।
If there's a player to step up here, if there's a player we expect to see hit another level, it is Asuna, and he has to.
तुम्हारी आवाज नहीं आ रही ब्रो, कट के आ रही है आवाज।
Yeah, and well, even if he doesn't, the depth of talent that they have is just absurd.
एकदम राइट में यहीं पे कोने पे है। नाइस वन। दाम्बी भाई, दाम्बी और मार्शल का तो एक अलग ही मेरे को वो दिख रहा है कॉम्बो। ओह
bear in mind he's completely alone. Oh! No one else is here. You think maybe he's... Oh! But the fact is, they were locked in with him. You surround a beast. And well, maybe, just maybe, there's an ounce of fear. But not
इमोटिनियो को ढूंढने की कोशिश की जा रही है.
Coutinho now looks to try and do the same, but he doesn't have the weaponry to replicate that sort of magic, and they're looking to try and kill him off and keep this round clean. He wanted to not go down to Exros, but in the end,
वो एस नहीं देना चाहता था, तो इसलिए उसने यहाँ पर घुसने का डिसाइड किया. वड़ा पाव खाओ चाय के साथ. आइए. अरे वड़ा पाव खाए हुए बहुत टाइम हो गया यार. लास्ट पुणे में था ना, तब खाया था वड़ा पाव. थैंक यू फॉर द वड़ा पाव. विजा भाई इजली की चेयर नहीं आते. इफ आप पैरिस जाते तो मेरे लिए भाई सबके लिए एक लेके आता भाई मैं.
You'll have enough there to deal. At least a few of them to make it costly. Well, they sent only one man with a sniper rifle into a pit of snakes, and he came out with the anti-venom. Crazy performance.
बोरा ने यहाँ पर ओडिन ले लिया.
The running back for X-Ross available, and he is wasting no time. It's already activated, and it's used for the plant.
Yeah, he's just going to get them into a post-plant scenario, just about.
भाई 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 चलो अल्ट था. अल्ट का फायदा उठाते हुए यहाँ पे स्पैम जाएगा एक फुल पावर. यहाँ पर ओडिन है. उनको पता चल गया कि अब ओडिन है वहां पर किसी के पास. तो
It's definitely easier said than done. Bear in mind, this is a lower purchase for Nongshim. If you're 100...
ओह डाम्बी अब इस बार वैंडल लेके खड़ा हुआ था और मार्शल फ्रांसिस को दे दी है. गया. ओह नाइस वन बैंग. ऑलमोस्ट बराबर कर दिया था भाई उसने.
I love the idea from Nongshim to start this out with just the ult used from the Phoenix for a plant. He was looking for nothing else. No deep control, no fight. And the normal response when you hear that ult activated is to fall back, is to give the space. They know that.
A gaming chair मतलब obviously better है भाई. मतलब any chair जो आपकी बैक को पूरा सीधा रखे constantly is going to be the better option. Back with proper neck support बहुत जरूरी है. स्पेशली अगर आप बहुत लॉन्ग स्ट्रीम्स करते हो जैसे मैं करता था. Oh, did he get tagged? Yes, he got tagged. Neon versus Neon.
One man into it. And he gets 4 kills. You're hoping maybe you can catch everyone, but instead you just...
Dambi with an outlaw. Oh!
We have seen this multiple times where he goes into a site alone and comes out with an advantage for his squad. This time though...
Nice one. Oh! मार्शल का फायदा उठाते हुए मार्शल अब बाकी लोग भी मार्शल लेना स्टार्ट कर दिए हैं. नाइस ब्लाइंड बट व्हाट.
Maybe having his worst whiff of the tournament.
हद दिया.
Even still, both
हद दिया.
The cryo at least has some hope.
कोई बात नहीं होता है. 1v2 बट डिफरेंस ये है कि उनकी एचपी कम है. अगर ये बॉडी शॉट भी लेता है he can easily finish them off.
One shot to the body enough.
Shot on the oh damn, let's go.
It looked like a whiff might have thrown their chances.
Yeah, definitely वो लोग तो मिस करते होंगे मेरे को कोई डाउट भी नहीं है. बैक पे स्वेटिंग नहीं होता. वो तो अगर भाई आपको वो तो पसीना तो वैसा रहेगा ही ना. अगर आप सही टेम्परेचर या एनवायरनमेंट में नहीं होगे तो जैसे मैं तो एसी में बैठा था, मेरे को तो पसीने का कोई सीन ही नहीं था. भाई भाई क्या क्रेजी मारा उसने.
Yeah, they started well. Well, that's a very stressed look at MBS. We've said it already that these are two very different looking teams. A team that in the past won Ascension.
Nongshim अभी लीड कर रही है 100 टीम्स के सामने.
I'm sure a couple of
good TP
or players that were gunning for Ascension last year over on 100 Thieves.
Vision दे दिया.
But their investment over the years has been clear. Their success has not. Nongshim managed to do it incredibly quickly through their rise.
अब Cypher knows exactly कहाँ पर वो है.
Is this going to be the day for 100 Thieves to make it to a grand final? Or will Nongshim be turning 2026
आपको जाना चाहिए ना ऐसे मिलने के लिए क्रिएटर्स को। ऐसे कैसे चला जाऊं? काम भी तो करना रहता है यार। 2 दिन की छुट्टी कैसे, 2 दिन की छुट्टी पे कैसे जा सकते हैं? अभी तो पहले 3 months, अभी तो आई कैन नॉट इवन मतलब ऐसे में ज्यादा लंबा ब्रेक भी नहीं ले सकता। अभी काम भी बहुत है। अभी मल्टीपल गेम्स आ चुके हैं मेरे अंडर में। मान कोई नहीं उधर।
Bring out bullets. And they want to try and challenge it. Still quite a lot of Cypher utility, but that first trip.
Oh, nice.
A problem. Bora finds the burst. They managed.
Oh, मैंने उसके सामने से निकल गया।
Take over. Still a player in the corner.
Oh, come on, Bambi is going at it. साइरो और बैंक बचे हुए हैं। Nice one, साइरो। Oh, वोरा को दे दिया। अब क्रायो और बैंक ही बचे हुए हैं सिर्फ। Damn, 2-1 हो गया।
That's going to be an opportunity to get the plant down. His opponent a little bit further away, and nothing that Bang can do to stop him, but there's only 10 HP. An ultimate for Extros. If he can get around the corner, he might be able to pop it. Instead, he swings. But Bang had such an HP advantage.
Hi, Akam. I know, right?
He's able to close that out.
March design with gaming chair ergonomics is better, I guess. Best of both. No, bhai, EWC chair is the best.
But the spam is going to come through quite quickly.
Welcome to Brad's extra job. भाई मैं तो काफी टाइम से कर रहा हूँ। इससे पहले सुपर गेमिंग में था ना, अभी मैं ब्लास्ट प्लस में आ गया हूँ। ये वाले हेडफोन का चार्ज कम हो गया। लेट्स सी इफ अगर ये वाला माइक अभी भी सही काम कर रहा है। काम कर रहा है, कूल, परफेक्ट। नहीं विक्सन को बोला। ओह 2-3 हो चुका है। Nice blind.
Already done enough. It seemed like they're not shying away from this fight. Pop flash ready, but Asna maybe thinking better of it. There's the pop, but no reaction off of it.
मार देता यार, उसको पता है जब वहां पर इतना ऐसा ब्लाइंड आया है तो फिनिक्स मतलब वहीं पर होगा। ओह
It's only to start as X-Ross goes down. Danby follows. Numbers kept even. The drop down from RB heard, and it's banged.
Let's go.
But the team being taken. It gives Nongshim back the advantage, the upper hand reclaimed.
एक तरीके से 2v2 ही है। फ्रांसिस के एचपी बहुत कम है। अरे आप बताओ which is better, ergonomic और गेमिंग चेयर? ergonomic गेमिंग चेयर। बहुत मेहनत लगती है। हाँ मेहनत तो लगती है, और उसी हिसाब से अच्छा भी मेरे को मजा आता है ना एक्चुअली। बस मेरा सेटअप होता तो मैं साथ में अपना स्ट्रीमिंग वगैरह भी कर पाता।
I think if you're anyone else, if it's any other team, I think Cryo starts running the other way. But he probably believed in that moment, actually, they're going to try and kill me. They're going to try and kill me. They're not going to let me flee the scene.
सी पे प्लांट किया जा रहा है। क्रायो को अब वो रोटेशन लेना पड़ेगा। He has to go back.
I think the call's also been made that our economy cannot cope with a 1v3 attempt on the 100 Thieves side.
इकोनॉमी के लिए इसको सेव करना पड़ेगा। कंफर्ट एंड लंबार सपोर्ट, या बोथ। इंडियन टीम्स का क्या सीन वालों में? फिलहाल तो ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स आउट हो गई थी स्टार्टिंग में ग्रुप स्टेजेस के अंदर। हाँ पहले जैसा डेली स्ट्रीमिंग बदन काम और स्ट्रीमिंग। या स्ट्रीम्स वुड बी शॉर्टर बट ज्यादा मस्ती होती, क्योंकि मतलब होता है यार अच्छा खासा। बस एक बार मेरा सेटअप का वो हो जाए यहाँ पर पूरा, आई विल प्रोबेबली गेट अ न्यू लैपटॉप ओनली। पीसी यहाँ पर ट्रांसफर करना मेरे को सेफ नहीं लग रहा। नाइस सेव बाय क्रायो। ऑप उठा के सेव कर ली। ये क्या है निक?
Not managed well. It was this push through from Danby. The fact that again he finds so much value with Asuna down and out. RB traded.
हाँ मतलब अगर आप रिसर्च कर लो, रिव्यूज वगैरह देख लो, खुद भी ट्राई कर लो बैठ के, एंड क्या कंफर्टेबल लगता है वो पूरा जान लो उसके बाद।
I think especially after they dealt with the run it back and found Midlurk.
Damn.
Clearly, some recovered.
100 Thieves feeling the pressure once again. Both teams have been quite sparing with their pauses.
वो भी फिर स्टार्टिंग वो नहीं है, और अभी सेमीफाइनल चल रहा है ना।
MBS's words have been
मैंने तो उनका एक भी मैच नहीं देखा
throughout
कुछ
this series so far.
ZI का बीजेएम में तो नहीं मतलब PUBG मोबाइल में अभी टाइम है.
There was a lot of pressure on this org, as said, but you go back and they've had moments at international events, but making a grand final, it's not been seen with the investment into these rosters, with young blood being brought up from the tier 2. There's always high expectations when you put on that 100 Thieves jersey. Whereas for Nongshim, this is more about showing that they weren't just a one and done, a fluke event that came off the back of a singular agent. Okay, that singular agent is popping off once again.
Oh, C पे ही साइफर है and C पे ही ये लोग घुसने की कोशिश करने वाले हैं. This is going to be problematic for them.
They're running in no pistols. That's a
Ooh.
It gave Dambi at least one pickup, but the trade's not good. That's a rifle recovered for 100 Thieves. The four-man stack towards this C site paying dividends early on. And a deep push from Timotino gets him in the right place at the right
Favorite agent in Valo, Reina.
Ross, a huge player to take down, and there's still a chance. Timotino
गया. Nice.
more with the spike as well.
Spike drop. तो अभी उनको बस spike defend करना है and the only person alive to do anything is RB. RB capable तो है but फिलहाल मतलब 1v4 में क्या ही करेगा and accordingly फिर plant नहीं हुआ and so now they get to win. Come back कर रहे हैं मतलब एक तरीके से. Important map, last map. ये match जो भी team ये वाला map जीतेगी, they will go into the finals.
I think this was his second, third, and fourth kill, all in the same round, giving him that operator, leaving him to lock down one side of the map.
Bus.
Bringing him to life. An important round directly after the pause. 3 of the last 4, and look at what it's done to the economy of this attack inside, but even still, an early Fury may be signaling that this would be an aggressive push, and although they've taken ground, it's more to force them maybe into a
मिस किया और बस वहीं पे वो खत्म हो गया. उसको वॉल बैंक कर दिया गया उसके बाद. बट अब इनके पास यहाँ पर फुल वो है प्लस एक ओडिन भी है. उनको अब यहाँ पर साउंड आ चुका है और उसको भी खत्म किया जाएगा. भाई आईवी ब्रो, नाइस शॉट.
And a blip on the radar moments ago has gone silent. Asuna and Bang.
इसका भी चार्ज खत्म होने का टेंग चालू हो गया.
So slow through the door, but they've caught him. That should have been what secured the round, but now it has spurred 100 Thieves forward. It's given them a chance, a small chance, but one nonetheless. To reveal a little too deep, but time surely already gone. Backstab here from Bang could be huge.
Mic check.
It feels like they have a chance, a moment,
Mic check. Cool, mic's working.
If the bullets did not, a thrifty coming out of the side of Nongshim.
I like Omen, although I played only 3 games in Valo because my old PC can't run Valo. अरे यार, I can understand. Omen भी अच्छा है. ये देखो फोन बंद करते ही फुल चार्ज हो गया.
In the first map, but still definitely wasn't up to the standard we expect. But this round is exactly why we get excited when he picks up this agent.
उनको भी चार्ज करता है. आप
kill exclusively with the hot hands, but also the opener that he found versus that operator of Timotino, bringing him straight back down to earth after a big round for the squad. Sure, the economy of 100 Thieves got a massive boost in the last with all those upgraded weapons, so that gives them a repurchase, but that has to be a knock to the confidence.
Still able to come in.
एक स्प्रे यहाँ पर और खत्म.
Oh, you could so quickly push away the thoughts of the previous.
Nice. क्या बोलते हैं? Game sense, bro. Nice. उसने expect किया मारा. Nice one.
Nongshim, one man to the good, and 100 Thieves in terms of information, like they're leaving that C site open with this push up on the A site. All of their focus should be towards B, ready for this breakthrough.
अबे अभी तो 100% था. ये फोन ऑन करते 97 पे कैसे आ गया? Valor मोबाइल तो लास्ट 3 इयर्स से लॉन्च हो रहा है, so it's coming from the nearest Galaxy Android.
to believe that Danby couldn't be playing a fake towards this B site. We've seen Nongshim do this many times.
They're gonna first like create a full ecosystem in China, no? उसके बाद उसको बाहर और लेके जाएंगे.
This is risky. That jump was heard. They noticed.
Yeah, but now it's a problem. Him staying alive is an issue for them. 25 seconds left on the clock, and it almost looks like they have stood still for maybe just too long.
Oh!
Moment. X-Rocks at the same. And now Ivy just the back.
अरे यार, अब इसके बाद सिर्फ बैंक बचा. बैंक को 1v5 करना पड़ेगा. 1.
That almost seemed like the clock was about to be an issue for Nongshim, but look how squeaky clean that was towards the end.
No, you freeze that timer at 25 seconds. Nongshim sat outside B. It looked like getting ready to pivot to that C site. But the pickup from Danby, the second that he deletes Vora.
Oh.
That they didn't start in an unlucky fashion, but that kill is what changes it. Now the spike's going B. The trap on the C site is left untriggered. Nongshim were waiting 30 seconds for an opportunity. They were waiting for a way out. And they found it. Danby found it. And he has been the one to locate every crack in this defense. 100 Thieves facing off against him. They've beaten him 6 times and lost 13.
Missed.
Danby knows. I mean, he's not blind. He sees that that molly hasn't gone all the way. But he's hesitant to clear that corner for good reason. 100 Thieves right at that choke point, ready to flash around on Asuna the second contact is found.
Shying away, but maybe falling back to the trap. There's the flash, but they are ready.
Oh! Nongshim नहीं छोड़ रही भाई ये वाला मैच जो जिस तरह.
What's going on here for X-Rocks? Bro, this is a semi-final. You can't be running around like that. It just almost feels like he's just having a good time, having a laugh with his friends in ranked, whereas 100 Thieves are trying to sweat out any round that they can. Two completely different.
And the Chinese people test subjects of every game publishing house. China का ही तो game है भाई.
You ever seen a Sova drone shoot back? Cypher camera, now don't talk to me about that, but he goes in, plays his role. Point of contact, finds the info, and they close it from there. And very nicely dealt with it as well when you see that initial fight.
Mobile China का ही है पूरा.
X-Ross taking the duel.
Dallas like sleep. Sleep? अभी? अभी तो हम थोड़ा बाहर घूमने फिरने जाएंगे आज सैटरडे या थोड़ा डिनर विनर करने, you know.
Blind and we're very, very ready to shoot right back. A bloodbath.
7-3 है फिलहाल के लिए. क्या ये इसको यहाँ से आगे जा पाएंगे? पर नाइस ये वाला स्पैम का लोकेशन अच्छा है. मेरे को ये सीखना पड़ेगा. ये अच्छा सिखाया मेरे को इसने. ओडिन का अगर वहाँ पर है आपके पास तो. ओह बैंग बैंग. ओह
X-Ross is taken too.
इक्वल कर दिया.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what that was from Bang, but luckily it's the only player lost.
Yeah, originally I thought that had to be someone over on the attack side, but no.
लेकिन मेरे को लगा यहाँ पर इक्वल कर दिया था उन्होंने.
Hit by a paranoia, that's what it looked like.
अरे हम इंडियंस को दे दो हैक्स वगैरह सब कुछ टेस्ट कर देंगे.
Seems like a blunder. As you said though, they come out with an advantage. Drone is going to clear outside of A. B site looks like the target.
क्या डालो? तुम नहीं स्ट्रीम कर रही आज? No watch party today? तुम भी तो कर रही थी ना? 4 बजे का तुम्हारा शेड्यूल था, क्या हुआ? पार्टी तो यही. I'm sick. क्या हो गया अचानक से? किस चीज की पार्टी? तुम बीमार होने की?
He's looking for a second target. He's hoping to try and bring this a little bit closer.
Oh, भाई पूरा अच्छे से पीछे से आया था अभी, but sad यार. चलो, finally 100 Thieves get their fourth win.
The second he had the trigger discipline.
Oh, he could do no wrong.
On to Cryo, yeah, it felt like he was going to walk away with a whole lot more than he should. But a necessary win for 100 Thieves.
Fever and nose, RIP.
Still alive for this squad.
कोई बात नहीं, होता है.
A nice double on the crunch. Let's not talk about the paranoia.
Where's Vivi? Vivi?
Fun when it lands. It's flashy, but the rest of the squad was here to recover on that.
Who Vivi?
Wait a minute.
All
2 ciphers. An important round. Neither for 100 Thieves.
Vizla. Oh! अभी तक मैं गया नहीं ना. मेरे को वहाँ पर जाना पड़ेगा रेवान के स्टोर पे उसके बाद. यार स्पैम तो और चलाना चाहिए था इसको। ऑल्दो यहाँ पर उसने अच्छा एचपी डाउन कर दिया है, किसी का तो 7 एचपी दिखा रहा था। ये क्या था? किसी का भी एचपी कम नहीं दिख रहा मेरे को तो। अच्छा वो फिनिक्स का अल्ट होगा ना। मिस कर दिया। बैंग 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 हैज बैंग्ड हिम। ओ तो सिर्फ ब्रॉक चलता है। अच्छा ओडी तो सिर्फ ब्रॉक चलाता है। अच्छा नहीं नहीं वही बात है। आप देखो वॉर्स 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 एक और को ले गया, एक और को ले गया। अरे नो ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ शॉक डार्ट, शॉक डार्ट। ये 100 वर्सेस 100 में यहाँ पर फ्रांसिस ही जीत रहा है ज्यादातर। क्या सीन हो रही है? ब्रॉक तो मतलब अच्छा चलाता ही है नो डाउट, बट यहाँ पर अभी और भी लोग अभी थैंक्स टू ब्रॉक चलाने लगे ना सही से।
And for them, a chance to go for their second international trophy of the year. They missed out in London, but now look set for another grand final. Unless 100 Thieves have got something to say about it.
अब यहाँ से 100 Thieves ने कमबैक कर दिया तो नॉन्गशिम बहुत रोएंगे प्लेयर्स।
Très contente effectivement d'être accompagnée de 2 fans. I am now joined by 2 fans on the side of 100 Thieves.
Bangs Recon.
And on the side of Nongshim we have Colin. And the first question I wanted to ask you, Jeremy, is that are you
Sentinel की jersey?
What's happening? You know we're here for Sen. Is this the reason why you're rooting for 100 Thieves? Bang maybe?
I mean NA is the best region, so we gotta root for it, no?
We hear some boos. What do you have to say?
I mean, I think 100 Thieves wins the match and they're kind of struggling, but I think they will win this.
Still feeling confident with resilience.
ओडिन उठा के लेट है। चलो इधर से बहुत है इन पे। क्या चेयर उठा के लाते हैं? चलो इधर इनसे इन पे बहुत, अरे बहुत सारी चेयर्स हैं उनके ऊपर। EWC चेयर्स प्लस क्रेजी चेयर्स भी हैं, बहुत क्रेजी चेयर्स हैं। क्या टीम नॉन्गशिम एपिक कमबैक कर पाएगा फ्रॉम 13-6 इन द फर्स्ट राउंड? अभी तो इस मैच में नॉन्गशिम ही आगे चल रहा है। नॉन्गशिम इज द वन हु इज एक्चुअली लीडिंग। 100 Thieves इज द टीम जिसको अभी बहुत आगे आने की जरूरत है। एंड ऑलरेडी नॉन्गशिम लास्ट मैच कमबैक कर लिया था जब वो 13-7 जीते थे।
So I'm gonna offer a rock paper scissors. Whoever takes the win, this is a BO1. We don't do BO3s here. This is a best of 1. Let's see who can take the win. Are you guys ready? We go at shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot. And that's a win for Nongshim. Let's see if Colin is right. Back to the game.
Nobody tell MBS. Nobody tell him. He's stressed enough as it is. He's stressed enough.
I think I might have seen
1-1 हाँ currently 1-1 है।
Let's hope he was too far away.
फर्स्ट मतलब जिन्होंने मतलब हर टीम अपने पिक्ड मैप में अभी तक हारी है।
We'll have to hope that that's going to be the saving grace for 100 Thieves right now. All sights on that prize. A grand final spot up for grabs, but they are trailing by 4 at the halftime for Nongshim. Ever since they found their footing on map number 2, it does look like we've gotten the Santiago victors back. This squad, someone that has already defeated some of their demons from the past, double down on
यार पानी पियो, दवाई लो, डाल लो, ठीक हो जाओ। कल फाइनल्स मतलब फाइनल्स है कल। ओ ओ ओ ओ नाइस वन बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रॉपर टैग। यहाँ पर डैमेज भी है। ओ नहीं 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 कंप्लीटली नाउ इट्स अ 2v5। बहुत ही डेंजरस मैच हो गया ये तो इनके लिए। अब नॉन्गशिम को पीछे जाना पड़ेगा। Nongshim have to retreat. Add YouTube Premium लो यार। That guy shows scissors first even before the countdown ends. Very bad reaction time. हाँ वो तो है। उसने उसका वेट नहीं किया ना। उस आदत है ना रॉक पेपर सीजर्स पे कर देते हैं, तो उसने बोला था शूट पे करना है। आईवी बहुत डेंजरस है। आईवी यहाँ पर डेफिनेटली हिल गोइंग फॉर अ किल, फाइट करेगा। उसको पता है यहाँ पर पीछे से बंदा आएगा। डेफिनेटली नॉट अ वैल्यू। नहीं यार वैसे नहीं होता। क्या पता लड़की फॉर्मूला 1 प्लेयर हो तो
reveal behind absolutely perfect. As team of
There we go. 1 second, guys. Just be right back.
was dragging the gaze of everyone on site. And the rest could flood on through. I do want to see that be a factor for 100 Thieves, the pacier rounds up against Nongshim, because we know this defensive side, they love to push, and there is definitely merit, and there was on Sunset, to sitting back and waiting. But for the first few, I think setting the pace, setting the tone, important for this attack side as they mount this road to recovery.
Yeah, I think also we need to see that double duelist that the desk highlighted. On the defensive side, it's forgivable. They were struggling with the sheer pace and aggression of their opponents, and although there was a round or two from Timotino, he was ultimately shut out. Now he's the tip of the spear. Arsena there alongside him, who might have a fair few assists, but wasn't able to get too much in the department.
ये क्या था? चलो 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 फ्रांसिस, अरे फ्रांसिस को उड़ा दे यहाँ पर इतनी जल्दी. Another holding spike यहाँ पर प्लांट हो चुका है, तो they have to be very careful. वो लोग वेट कर रहे हैं. They're playing it very slow. वो लोग अचानक से घुसेंगे सबके सब.
The impact seen in the previous half.
Oh!
Found for Asuna. He doesn't mind what happens from here on out. Timotino falling is.
It's still 3v3, still 3v3. अब यहाँ से ये लोग आगे तरफ बढ़ना चाहेंगे.
Fully gone yet, but it should be too low. It should be too low, right? That should be too low. Dambi's actually getting really close, and they've got.
भाई?
No! Nongshim! The Thieves were at the.
ये क्या था?
But they've changed the locks. 4 rounds to the good. But that one never should have been.
Too much drag गाड़ी पे डिपेंड करता है bro. ड्राइवर पे नहीं.
Defines this tournament for 100 Thieves. You've just lost in basically with seconds to spare. You were busy managing your orbs. You were busy focusing on which player would get their ultimate.
क्या डिफेंस भाई, क्या रीटेक लिया इन्होंने साइड का भाई, क्रेजी रीटेक. आई एम श्योर दे डिड नॉट इवन थिंक दैट उनके साथ ऐसा हो जाएगा. दैट वाज जस्ट वन ऑफ द क्रेजीएस्ट रीटेक्स दैट आई हैव सीन अभी तक. Nongshim bro, Nongshim Red Force going at 8. चाहते हैं वो लोग फाइनल्स में पहुंचना, चाहते हैं वो $3 लाख, 3 लाख ही था ना. हाँ, $3,40,000 कम से कम, मतलब सेकंड प्लेस को 3,40,000 है.
No, that's like they've broken into the bank and they forgot to take the cash. Like it's insane. They walked out with nothing.
They took a risk, not even a risk. They sent a man to his death to get an orb to give them a better chance at winning the next round, and in the process, they lost a round that was genuinely unlosable. Fighting for a spot in the grand finals, and you say going out with a
I have no words.
That is
no words, completely no words.
Singed, this is incredible. This timeout, I don't envy any of them.
Room tour, yay!
After a moment like that,
अभी मैं अपने दूसरे वाले रूम में. This is my current room. My दीवार. This is me. This is my other दीवार. और
luckily for them, I do think that Dambi ripped out his headphones, so that might give him a little bit of extra time.
This is my photo वाली balcony.
I think in these moments for MBS, like you can't even be critical. Everybody on the stage knows what they've done. Everybody.
This is the view from my छोटी वाली balcony.
Everybody knows what's happened. This is about getting the mental of the team back on track. You had your lifeline, you had your road to recovery, and you've thrown it away. Now you need to find.
अभी भी धूप है नहीं, धूप तो चली गई. सनसेट यहाँ पे हो चुका है, लाइट है अभी भी.
Dig a tunnel underneath the Nongshim Red Force because, yeah, you've just hand delivered them an advantage they never should have.
हॉल वगैरह सब दिखाता हूँ बाद में. इधर अंधेरा, हाँ हाँ उस टाइम इधर उधर तो अंधेरे का टाइम हो ही गया ना अभी.
I can't stress enough how they will break the strong.
That balcony should be an OP background for stream cam. हाँ, like table वगैरह नहीं है ना, तो वही एक दिक्कत है.
To have blame in a moment like that, that has to be a shared burden. And sharing a burden like that while Nongshim are running away with it on the other side of the stage, that
100 Thieves जिस तरीके से जीते थे वो फर्स्ट मैच, उन्होंने सोचा नहीं होगा कि उनको सेकंड मैच में उतना स्ट्रगल करना पड़ेगा और थर्ड मैच में उसे ज्यादा स्ट्रगल करना पड़ेगा.
Play it round by round. I think if you're a 100 Thieves fan, you've got to hope for an immediate response. But the problem is you've obviously lost a lot in terms of finances, weaponry.
सीक्रेट लैब की चेयर, लेट्स गो. देखो मतलब कैसे है, इस बंदे ने तो अपना तकिया हटा दिया पीछे से, है ना. But it's just look at how that chair gives you that support, एकदम straight.
We've seen moments from the likes of Cryo, especially with a pistol in hand. But yeah, you look at the buy that they're coming back into here, and it stinks. And for the defenders, wow, they've just had a huge injection of cash, courtesy of the Thieves.
Silver linings, Tom. They've got to run it back.
यहाँ पर भी फिलहाल के लिए सी खाली है. सी पे साइफर के कैंप्स लगे हुए हैं, तो अगर कोई भी जाता है तो वो लोग पता कर सकते हैं. बट डेफिनेटली वो पहली ट्रिप वहां पर तोड़ी जाएगी. सोवा का कैंप, साइफर आ चुका है. ओ नाइस पैरानोया, नाइस पैरानोया. उसके बाद उसको यहाँ पर भागने का मौका जरूर दिया जाएगा, बट भाग
Bang, hoping to try and catch someone by surprise. But instead, Danby's hot on their heels. The spam in an attempt, the spike ticking in 100 Thieves' favor. But they need to hold.
This could be it. This could be the reset that they needed. The best chance for it. The rifle up close in the smoke. Asuna needs to step up in a big way, and he does.
What?
Stands for two.
What?
For even more, but he falls. Now it's the pistols left, with the time ticking so quickly already. Danby and Expo need to be perfect, and now it's left to just one.
What is 100 Thieves doing? But come on, अभी Cyror
Bang didn't have a chance to fall away. X-Ross has to break the cam, tap and bait in for the fight, and even with Cryo falling so quickly, there is no time to recover this round.
Yeah, fantastic.
Crazy.
Work.
Crazy map.
Like, we're going to be critical in those moments, but to have the resilience to immediately break back. Arsenal having a fantastic round. His ultimate actually not being that much of a factor. It was mostly him standing within the molly, fighting them tooth and nail.
ये crazy था bandit वाला वो shot ना.
A saving grace to slow down the opponents, and then they just play that time. They play it well. An immediate resurgence, a response.
Crazy, crazy.
Not allowing Nongshim to extend that lead.
Nongshim अभी अटैक पे आ गए ना, अभी डिफेंस पे वहां पर वो लोग पहुंच चुके हैं 100 Thieves.
Immediately hunting for Vora. They're even throwing in a run it back of their own, but kind of.
भाई कितने blinds हैं?
The trip saved them.
अगर वो ट्रिप नहीं होती ना, वहां पर गए थे ये लोग.
This push from Nongshim, but going in the other direction, isn't exactly an easy closer. This position from Francis will be spotted.
ओ अगर वो अपनी गन नहीं दिखाता तो बच जाता.
Dotting their I's, crossing their T's. 100 Thieves now. Boots on the ground for the A site. Post plant almost guaranteed. Damn, he scares me. Oh, he's jumping out. That's what I mean, bro. There's no way he should do that. There's no way you should even expect the player to do that. But I see him walking forward in heaven. I see no one nearby, and I think, yeah, he probably does believe he can win this round.
I'm not going to lie to you. I knew 100% he was jumping out that window. The second he walked up there, I was like, he's going to try and hit the timing as they go for the plant. Yeah, there are worlds where he comes out with a multi-frag. This was not that world. They were very, very ready for him to try and make that play. Now it's a round where the additional weaponry for
क्या ही बोलूं, वो कूदा अच्छा ट्राई था और उसने मतलब टाइम करने की कोशिश की थी. जैसे प्लांट करेगा, एक बंदा बिजी रहेगा, मैं दूसरे को वहां पर जंप करके मार दूंगा, बट उसके नीचे उतरते बंदे बहुत ज्यादा थे ना उधर.
Maybe steal an extra gun away, but not in this case. It will be a 7th round for
9-7.
and this one is a little bit more clean.
Comeback चालू है, comeback चालू है.
To build up that economy once again.
Little by little, and brick by brick.
एक सेकेंड, एक और लाइट अपनी जला लेता हूँ.
Certainly not too far gone, and they've already overcome their biggest challenge, which is not crumbling after that crazy round from Nongshim. The defuse under their nose has cost them as the gap extended in Nongshim's favor, but now it starts to close.
ये वाली लाइट का बटन कहाँ गया, मेरे को दिख नहीं रहा.
A timeout pulled into play.
Well, we've said this consistently. The Nongshim coaching
यार क्या होगा, इस क्या लगता है?
with their pauses. They spot the problems early, and they look to stamp them out before it gets too dangerous. And I think they do it more often when they know they're on their weaker side of the map. Like, you look back to their victory versus G2 on Haven, it was a 10-2 attack side. They dominated the attack and won 13-10. They had their struggles when it came to the defense. Versus Mates, the defeat, again, it came on the defensive side. 3 rounds to 8.
यार आवाज आ रही है वैसे मेरी guys? Yeah, definitely.
11-1 attack side versus Gen G.
That was just so sad.
That again wasn't a convincing victory. So they know that this half is going to be a little bit tougher. And with opportunities given, a singular rifle in the hands of Arsenal was enough for them to take a round away from them. They want to make sure that even though they're 2 rounds ahead, they don't allow their lead to slip.
It must have felt like the beginning of the end for 100 Thieves when Nongshim found that round.
Okay. One way smoke यहाँ पर भी है, but oh!
Kept back up to the plate in a big way. Well, this one's knocked out of the park by Ivy. A spam through the smoke for the man advantage. And it does feel like 100 Thieves have been the victim.
That was a crazy shot.
It feels like everyone who faces Nongshim is the victim of that at a ridiculous rate.
Ivy just has a BS monitor that's off the scale. Like, you're just going to hear it almost beeping off the charts if it goes anywhere near him, because the amount of spam kills that he's able to get has got to be infuriating. If he didn't seem like such a friendly guy, I'm sure many would be cursing his name. That's already a spot. Francis has info. It's whether or not they pull the rotation. There's a look. Okay, I said it was spotted. Instead, well, Francis gets the trade onto a Danby who threw himself to the walls. But RB is well aware of Cryo's position. A 2v4 now needed to stop double digits.
Left. And that's the option to go back, pretty much taken out of your control. They could have already pushed C-Long, and now you've...
हो गया 1 second. अरे आ गया मैं. आ गया. 2v4 है, 2v4. Bang और Vora. Bang like वहाँ पे पहुँच तो गया साइड पे. Oh, nice one, but ऊपर से Phoenix उसी मोमेंट क्या जंप मारा है. प्लांट करने का कोई मौका नहीं. प्लांट करने का कोई मौका नहीं. भाई, that was a wonderful timing.
Able to do with a Guardian when they were a little bit further behind.
First match के बाद नौशिम का कोच अभी क्या मस्त.
Onto the board. Seemed like RB again was well aware.
Crazy.
It's just the timing. We mentioned it, the risk of jumping out that window, and the next round they jump out the window again. Yep. They do not care what the risk is. They can make it work.
He not only jumps at the window, but with 10 seconds left, when he can play Ringer Rosie and wait for backup, he swings wide.
Why not?
And it's almost, it would be so frustrating. I'd love to say, see the silly mistakes he's made. He's 20-9. So, yeah, I guess you can just swing it because you're winning all your fights.
7-10.
Argue with results.
Ooh!
A bit more than a drone.
He's been deleted again. This is a big time. When this happened, 100 Thieves were already a man down, and the trade came in quickly. This time, they get to play with their advantage.
Completely abandoned.
चुपचाप होल्ड किया जा रहा है. किस तरफ जाने की कोशिश इनकी? ए साइड पे जाना चाहेंगे. डेफिनेटली ए साइड पे जाना चाहेंगे. स्पाइक किसके पास है? स्पाइक वहीं पर है. नियॉन भी पीछे घूम चुका है. नियॉन भी अंदर से जाता हुआ.
Nobody on the site, but immediately the defense look to try and reaggress. Cryo knows there's an opponent on the other side.
5v4.
But instead, it might be the push up from the other. He's TP behind him.
He's
behind him.
Ooh!
Those are plays that you normally don't see work, but RB's doing it.
Damn! भाई क्या TP था ये? Oh damn!
Assumed that RB had ran away, had fled.
This way.
But Nongshim are playing a confident game. We've seen that from the get-go. Reveal through, but Broken immediately flash. Gets them through the choke point. They're paying with bodies as they go. Asuna, the crossfire with Bang. Strong as could be, and the spam from Bora backs them up. As X-Ross finds himself...
Nice one, sir. 100 Thieves finally वो लोग जीते जरूर.
For 100 Thieves.
Damn था भाई ये तो damn.
10-8 now. Still a healthy enough gap there for Nongshim. But signs of life going nowhere for 100 Thieves.
Yeah. TikTok player.
It was just like, damn.
It was after already taking control of the site, already shutting down Danby, and the Hunter's Fury, although not dealing any damage, it gave so much information over to the attack. They were able to get comfortable in their post plants. It definitely seems like a game of the calm versus the chaos. The patience versus the aggression. And with 100 Thieves stabilizing.
फिर से स्लोली ये मैच यहाँ पर जाता है, दोनों के सारे प्लेयर यहाँ पर मिड में वहाँ पर गैदर हो रहे हैं, टनल से निकल रहे हैं, वो लोग वहाँ पर मिड पे पी की तरफ जा रहे हैं, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू जस्ट बी क्रेजी। पीछे से नियॉन आके एक फ्रैग लेके जरूर जाएगा, एंड वहां पर बी पे एंट्री चल रही है। बी पे ये एंट्री की जरूरत है, यहाँ पर प्लांट की जरूरत है, अल्ट ऑन करके प्लांट करेंगे, सिंपल फिनिक्स का वो पुराना वाला स्ट्रैटेजी, बट इस बार वो डिफेंस उनके पास नहीं है, एंड पीछे से वो प्लेयर्स शायद आते हुए नजर आए। ओमेन अभी तक तो उसने ओमेन ने वो जगह ले रखी है, तो दे आर गोना स्टिल बी अ लिटिल बिट सेफ, but
100 Thieves into pushing this position so they can pounce with the players up close. But it's a very passive stance coming out of Cryo, coming out of Bang. The drone going through. Oh, that's a swing! And now the pressure for Cryo, as he's at least able to deliver one, shutting down X-Ross, deleting the ultimate that was in
मतलब उसने फिनिक्स को ले लिया क्रायो ने वहां पे।
Not clean, not easy.
ओ नाइस वन। आईवी अब अकेला क्या करेगा बेचारा, एंड उसको भी खत्म कर दिया जाएगा। भाई क्या था ये, ओ गॉड एफिन डैम।
Although it's not around expensive in weaponry, it is expensive in ultimates. Nongshim throw a lot into this round. The run it back, the overdrive, the Hunter's Fury, all expended in this round in an attempt to turn the tide, and it's Timotino and Asuna that are able to hold that line. That's a really important round from 100 Thieves because it eliminates almost every valuable ultimate that Nongshim has.
We said we needed Asuna to step up. Bottom of the board now, but 100 Thieves not struggling, even with X-Ross on the other side. Showing up again in the same way as we've seen him many a time before. Continuing that performance with Timotino down. Left on a sliver of health himself. The hot hands thrown out the other side. RB wasn't forced into the open by it. Tried to get ahead of it. Caught off, the numbers back to even.
यार क्रॉसर प्लेसमेंट उसका सही नहीं हुआ, वरना तो इनका वैसे, अरे ब्लाइंड है, अंधा है। ओह
100 Thieves make a
क्या कमबैक हो रहा है भाई। It did not look like that would happen.
The two shining lights of this squad.
आईवी और डैम्बी अभी भी अगर कुछ कर सके,
The finish needs to be Ivy. He's isolated.
1v1 Cypher versus Cypher. First Cypher versus Cypher in this match.
The reposition gives Cryo a lot of space, a lot of time to work with. Waiting out that smoke has run the clock all the way down. Ivy needs to get on that defuse soon. Ticking faster and faster by the second, but he'll get it to half at least. The fight though from Cryo, baiting him in and then finishing him off for double digits.
Nice.
Incredibly well played by Cryo.
Nice.
Full reposition at the last second. It left a million angles that Ivy had to.
Really nice.
Even knows the time.
And इसी के साथ यहाँ पे भाई कर लिया उन्होंने comeback.
Have all the information for the battle that was about to ensue, and then leaving it to the last second just to make sure if he lets go, I win.
कर लिया comeback.
If he doesn't let go, I win.
अब वापस से नॉक्शिम का कोच बोल रहा है कैसे
a streak of rounds putting them back in this map. We thought the round number 2 of this half was going to be the backbreaker.
लगी है टिमोटिनो को लगी है.
What is for a couple of these players a young inexperienced group versus a Masters winner, but 100 Thieves are showing that they are not going to crumble.
No, their resilience deserves a round of applause. I genuinely, to bounce back in the next round from what was a death blow to the majority of teams, what would be.
ये खतरनाक जा रहा है ये मैच अभी तक तो भाई 10-10 हो गया है, मतलब this was completely unexpected.
They found themselves neck and neck now. With Nongshim on the back foot,
Timotino don't use sniper, है ना?
Perhaps you'd be right. There it is. Francis taken out. That's the rifle on the ground.
फ्रांसिस और डम्बी गए, अब सिर्फ आईवी आरबी और एक्सरॉस बचे हैं. आईवी यहाँ पर कुछ कर सकता है, उसको सही से यहाँ पर कवर दिया गया तो, बट ये एक इको राउंड था इनका. इनके पास सिर्फ शेरिफ्स हैं और ऑन दी अदर हैंड उनके पास 4 फैंटम, तो एक तरीके से 4v3 नहीं, मतलब 4 फैंटम वर्सेस 3 शेरिफ है ये.
Looking to steal some map control away, and well, Ivy's filled back into space. It's dangerous. He finds the first.
कल भी इतना हगा था.
Here by his side as well. Filling back through to put the pressure on the planter, but the TP out resets us comfortably.
Oh no.
That's a
अभी भी आईवी और एक्सरॉस बचे हुए हैं, बट यहाँ पे साइरो बैंग और वोरा तीनों इनके तगड़े प्लेयर हैं. वो 3 of the strongest players, like जो main fire. गया आईवी.
And they now know that Exros is not on this spike. He needs instant shots. The first one goes pretty well. He almost corrected just in time. You can never.
That was so nice try, भाई. बहुत close था वो.
The trade was quick enough.
It came down to the wire, considering the weaponry brought in for Nongshim.
Ivy.
Make me, you know, if it's early stages, I'm thinking, wow, well, that's a.
Ivy ने बहुत अच्छा किया, but फिर एक्सरॉस का ये वाला play.
It's been a lot of close rounds. 100 Thieves are.
साइफर ने dodge कर दिया था blind. ओवन dodge नहीं कर पाया था.
So far, for Nongshim, this half has been. Well, again, you take out that ninja that they had, that sneaky defuse, and it's been a disaster of a half.
Yeah. They've definitely been struggling over on this defense. A second pause being called. I think 100 Thieves have done an excellent.
इनका नया वाला कैरेक्टर लेके कोई नहीं मेरे को नया कैरेक्टर लेके खेलते हुए दिखता. मिक्स कोई लेके खेलते नहीं दिखता मेरे को पुराने वाले कैरेक्टर्स में से बहुत सारे कैरेक्टर नहीं दिखे हैं. गेको नहीं दिखता मेरे को.
Every other post plant they had has looked very good. They've been incredible at buying.
पता नहीं क्यों सबको 5v5 ही करना है. 5v6 करो ना.
Becomes an additional member of their team. I think shutting down Danby early as well, it makes it so difficult to break the sight lines on the entry back into the site. He's definitely had a quieter.
भाई क्या कमबैक किया उन्होंने. कितना पीछे ट्रेल कर रहे थे, अब आके लीड ले लिए उन्होंने. यहाँ पर अब नॉक्शिम की फट के हाथ में आ गई होगी.
A second pause called. A last ditch effort to talk from the coaches, and 100 Thieves.
ओडिन है वहाँ पे वोरा के पास.
Grand final.
When it looked like it was all over. Not that long ago. Now the lead is theirs. Nongshim putting their credits into this one.
भाई कोशिश तो इनकी पूरी रहने वाली है. आईवी को डैमेज दिया गया है थोड़ा सा. आसूना भी थोड़ा सा डैमेज खाएगा, बट फ्रांसिस की बहुत कम एचपी हो चुकी है. एंड यस गाइस, भाई कायरो को आउट कर दिया. आसूना भी गया. क्या कमबैक है 100 Thieves का. They are at a 2-point lead after trailing for so long. ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट हो गए नॉक्शिम के प्लेयर्स. ज्यादा. They just damn. Match point for 100 Thieves.
International events has been few and far between. They made it here last year, entered the group of death, and left in the group stage. Now they sit one round away from maybe their biggest.
Let's go 100 Thieves. Let's go.
In Valorant, a grand final, millions on the line, and a chance to be immortalized. But Nongshim are not a team to go quietly. They're not a team to shy away. They have pushed up with 4 players outside this A site, and they're looking to fight.
Ouchie.
It's been spotted, the drone, and already seen 2 players.
Oh, nice.
Find out there's much more than they bargained for. Hunter's Fury kept reinforcements back.
Dambi की 5 HP 5.
The plan tries to come in on C, but the run it back cancels just before the clock. Not quite as favorable as it could be, but a reposition of the plant. They'll now look to fight deep. Ivy more.
Oh, Ivy, let's go.
Everything thrown his way. And Asuna, the man who had to step up to the plate, we said, had to be the difference maker. Well, an ace.
12-11. 12-11. क्या ओवरटाइम जाएगा?
12-11. Map 3 going the distance. And it's a team who's already hoisted a trophy this year on an international stage, who's fighting for survival.
नॉक्शिम मास्टर्स जीती थी ना, मास्टर सीरीज. और अब यहाँ पे EWC में वही है कि दे आर फाइटिंग फॉर सर्वाइवल। सही बात ही बोल रहे हैं। 12-11 है ये वाला, अभी भी मैच पॉइंट हो सकता है। सोवा की अल्ट है और ओमेन की अल्ट है, तो सोवा का यहाँ पर स्पाइक, एक बार स्पाइक प्लांट हो गया तो सोवा बहुत कुछ कर सकता है। यहाँ पर फुल पावर रश आते हुए सही टाइम पे केज की आप पीछे जरूर जाएंगे, बट अब यही है, बट अब ओनली फ्रांसिस 1v1
The prodigal son of 100 Thieves returned to try and take them to a grand final. He was on.
पूरा स्टेडियम फ्रांसिस चिल्ला रहा है, पूरा स्टेडियम फ्रांसिस चिल्ला रहा है।
With the Thieves looking to try and rob Nongshim and maybe us of an overtime.
एक वन ने स्मोक भी कर दिया है।
And Francis is waiting to see if his opponent looks to wrap around.
It's expecting the aggression. Of course, it's what Nongshim would do, but Bang playing this patiently. His smoke is faded now. The advantage in that fight gone, but the time.
Oh!
100 Thieves.
100 Thieves into the finals.
With success. Over on map number 1, it looked like the series was theirs. Nongshim battled back into an almost undeniable advantage, and at the final moment, when they're counting their money, the vault door swings open, and who stands there but the Thieves, bags packed, ready for the grand finals.
Crazy. पहली अमेरिकन टीम यहाँ पर अभी जो ग्रैंड फाइनल्स में जाने वाले हैं।
Since the beginning, they've been invested, they've been purchasing the young talent, they've been even bringing back old names, committed to some, but constantly attempting to make it to the very top of the tower. And versus Nongshim, I'll be honest, after round 2 of that half, I thought they would be boomed. I thought they
crazy. They have reached, and इसी के साथ मैं भी now I would also like to take my leave because मुझे थोड़ा ready होना है, but definitely 100 Thieves are going to be very happy कि they have reached the grand finals. कल एक और next जो मैच है वो भी एक अमेरिकन टीम का ही है, तो 2 अमेरिकन टीम्स अगर फाइनल में पहुंचती है इस बार, it's going to be very different. अभी इनका थर्ड प्लेस का मैच इनको खेलना पड़ेगा विद द नेक्स्ट मैच की लूजिंग टीम। दे स्टिल हैव 1 मैच टू गो फॉर द थर्ड पोजीशन का प्राइज मनी। किस चीज का पार्टी? आ जाओ यहाँ पे, आ जाओ बैंगलोर, ले लो पार्टी, आ जा।
Congratulations, 100 Thieves. Let's hear from them alongside Lou and Ian Chambers.
Absolutely. Look, we started this day with a huge question. Who will be our grand finalists? We know that one of them will be 100 Thieves.
आ जाओ बैंगलोर, आ जाओ, जो चाहिए ले लो, आ जाओ, पार्टी ले लो, तुम क्या बोलते हैं, ट्रीट ले लो, तुम बैंगलोर आना पड़ेगा। हम ये क्या बोलते हैं, मेरे जायदाद से दूर रहना बस।
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you as well. You know, being for the first time in the grand finals at an international must feel amazing, because when I started playing Valorant, since I started
crazy.
So if you want to maybe just tell us about that journey and how much it means to you to be there.
Yeah, it's been a long 6 years, and I don't want to end this chapter without winning, so just going to keep going and pushing along.
A grand finals is played to be won, right? Exactly. Donc de première question, c'est sa première grande finale.
यार ये कितनी हॉट है यार, इंग्लिश भी बोलती है, फ्रेंच भी बोलती है, जापानीज भी बोलती है। She is just absolutely gorgeous.
Qu'il est là chez 100 Thieves, et évidemment une finale ça se gagne, donc il espère évidemment la gagner.
You mentioned it yourself that it feels like almost like a weight lifted.
Next match माडा का है.
A bit of a redemption arc for yourself and the team.
I mean, I made EWC last year and we bombed out instantly.
Oh, Lexus is a sponsor of them. Wow.
The year before that, I got Shanghai and top 4, so it's just nice to, you know, get a higher placement than last year, and you know, we're not going to end here, we're going to go all the way and win.
हाँ सब बोलती
You know,
जी
Timoteo
जी
said to the French fans, buy the 100 Thieves bundle. Do you have anything you want to say to the French crowd, maybe? Something different?
Thank you for all the
ये
support.
दोनों वही
It's
लेडी
amazing to
है
hear the
जिन्हों जो
cheers,
पोस्टर लगा के
and
खड़ी
it's
थी
a one of one crowd.
आई
I
लव
believe it.
बैंग
Wow, thank you so much, and also on a personal level,
और
thank
अब
you
बैंग के
very
साथ
much.
खड़ी
Et
है
vous applaudis, vous remercie, mesdames et messieurs, merci à vous de faire du bruit pour eux. Également, il est ravi d'être là, and I think it's time for some key crushing.
यार डेफिनेटली भाई ये बहुत कुछ बोलती है यार कितनी भाषाएं बोलती है
As well here, Asuna, crushing a key at the Esports World Cup. I think
चलो ये देख लेते हैं द क्रशिंग ऑफ द की यार ये फीलिंग जो फीलिंग होगी
finishing thing, isn't it? And it's what separates this tournament from everywhere else.
All of them.
Is that yes, we celebrate our winners on the highest level, but of course we punish our losers like nowhere else. Just before you run it, hold on.
Too eager.
Too eager. I just want to hear the fans. Do the fans want to see our next key crushed?
की क्रश
Yes, guys, I want to know if you want to say maybe anything to Asuna before he gets the key crush. Don't be shy. What do you want to tell him?
I think it's just too good. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's going to be great, I'm sure.
It's going to be great. Let's see how great of a key crush it gives.
यार बंद तो किया था मैंने दरवाजा फिर भी खुला रहेगा
Time has come. This is it. Pacific's last hope gets crushed by the full force of our key crusher. I heard you give like an audible gasp there. What did you say as you crushed the key?
I said, oh my God, that made a big noise. I was not ready for that, and it felt like I had the lives of a team right there, and it felt like, I don't know, pretty personal.
Come with me, let's go a little bit further, because you mentioned how much you love being in front of this support here, and there's a lot of them. I want you to talk about, let's just spin you around here. I want you to talk about what that crowd support, a lot of them were against you as well, but the noise, what did it feel like while you're in the server?
Feels amazing, and hearing, you know, the chants. I remember like in clutches we still hear the crowd just quietly, and I could tell
क्रेजी गाइस क्रेजी चलो डाल लो मैं भी अभी चलता हूँ बाय बाय और टेक केयर ख्याल रख अपना जल्दी ठीक हो जा क्योंकि फिर तेरे को कल फाइनल्स है वैलोरेंट का बहुत दिन से वैलोरेंट खेल रही है उसका तो वॉच पार्टी करनी पड़ेगी तेरे को बट आई नाउ टेक माई लीव मुझे भी रेडी होना है थोड़ा बाहर जाना है थोड़ा घूमी करने जाएंगे हम गोइंग फॉर डिनर तो तब तक के लिए एक हाइलाइट्स देख के ही निकलते हैं
to the third map. They get the job done over Nongshim Red Force and book their ticket.
हेडफोन भी बोल रहा है कि बैटरी लो भाई.
EWC 2026.
And what an exhilarating win because this roster, it's their first time making it to a globals, let alone a global finals, man. What a placement for this team. I believe
डेट में ओह आहा नहीं फ्रेंड से मिलने जा रहा हूँ बस. डेट तो कहाँ अपनी किस्मत में लिखी है.
The creativity in the comps, but also the mindset to be able to come back from what 9-5 in that last map.
Yeah, I mean it's incredible. It's a Cinderella story for these guys. I'm loving watching them play. My heart breaks for Nongshim. You know, I really saw it there.
चलो, anyways, मिलते हैं again कल probably in the stream for the finals. तब तक के लिए
players, coaches, managers, all hugs around.
क्या मैं शायद और कल थोड़ा रेडी तो मेरे को होना ही पड़ेगा थोड़ा जाना तो पड़ेगा बाहर बट कब जाना है वही देखना है बढ़िया पहले अपने दोस्तों से पूछ लेता हूँ कितने बजे
has been lifted from his shoulders, but the job is not done yet. As we welcome you back to the analyst studio, joining us fresh off his victory, another fantastic performance. It's Timotino here from 100 Thieves. Congratulations on the win. What are your initial thoughts here, brother?
I mean, I'm just so unbelievably proud of my team for having so much resilience. We had some great rounds, we had some not so great rounds, and we just really kept the energy all through.
Yeah, चलो डालो, bye bye, take care, मिलते हैं, see you.
Tell me about it.
I mean.
He picks
From battlefields to pixel planes, Vizla gaming breaks the chains. Arcade's roar, his name alone. A gamer rising above the crowd. Not one game defines his reign. He's the storm in every domain. Vizla's fire can't be tamed. Champion of the pixels framed. Changing the scene one match at a time. India's hero on the gaming climb. Fingers dance, so he's so fast. Victory's a shadow, he's long surpassed.